elementary and school. Now, honestly, there were several institutions that came to us asking us for help, but there were two criteria I think that was very important to us. One is that the project has to involve education of the youth, and the second one was that we have to be able to trust the institution that we were getting or collaborating with.
Education, particularly in the areas of classroom construction and training, is the primary advocacy of the Security Bank Foundation. In 2020, the Foundation sponsored the production of 20 videos on English and reading comprehension with its Ready, Set, Read series to address the weakness of Filipino grade school learners compared with their peers on a global basis. However, access to the videos was limited due to internet connectivity issues among our learners across the Philippines. With the donation of 5 portable media libraries, over 25,000 elementary students of the donee schools will benefit and have access to lesson guides which are compliant to DepEd's curriculum guidelines. Thank you to the College of the Holy Spirit, Manila, High School Batch 1973, for their gift of knowledge to 5 beneficiary public schools of the Security Bank Foundation located in Camarines Sur, Cagayan, Laguna, and Nueva Ecija.
Maswerte tayo, ito po merong ibinigay na PML or yung Portable Media Library, which I think is very essential dito sa distance learning situation na meron tayo ngayon.
Naniniwala po ako na magagamit po ito ng sobra-sobra sa implementation po ng ating curriculum. Matutuwa po ang mga magulang, ang mga bata dahil po dito. Kaya sobrang thank you po sa inyo.
Bilang isang magulang, natutuwa po ako dahil meron tayong ganitong klase ng video. Magiging isang malaking tulong itong portable media library na to para sa pag-aaral ng mga bata.
I would like to express my gratitude to the Security Bank Foundation for providing a portable media library that contains videos that we can use to quickly understand the lesson.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank Security Bank Foundation Incorporated for the 2-story with 8 classrooms building. This has been of great help to the community, especially to our learners, that they will not be overcrowded in their classrooms.
Together with the students of Santa Monica High School, Division of Puerto Princesa City, owe deep sense of gratitude to the Security Bank Foundation Incorporated for the 2-story HCL school building to have conducive learning environment and a great factor to attain the vision of acquiring quality basic education of Santa Monica High School learners.
my scholarship and helping us with my education.
More than anything, what's really good about the program is that it offers learning opportunities outside of our respective degree programs.
Your generous gift empowers me to fulfill my lifelong dreams.
I am honored to be one of the scholars that has allowed me to receive quality education.
I really can't wait to give back to the foundation that has helped me be one step closer to my goal.
I'm really looking forward for more activities. Thank you so much, SBFI, and more power.
Malaking tulong po ito sa aking anak sa kanyang pag-aaral.
Lubos po akong nagpapasalamat ng marami sa itaas sa agency namin sa Security Bank Foundation.
No matter how busy it gets at work, you still have a chance to plant seeds of generosity through fun activities.
We saw the smiling faces and the entertaining intermission numbers of the scholars. A lot of the winners were also scholars, so even if we weren't winning, it felt good to be able to help.
And if you're going to look at it, it's not just helping the scholars, but also everyone who participates in it.
Congratulations, Security Bank Foundations. Keep it up. You're doing a great job helping our scholars.
We have nothing but gratitude towards Security Bank, which has provided us with 3 negative pressure ambulance units that greatly help us in our battle. Together, we have made history by being the first to employ a negative pressure system in response to the pandemic. We are delighted that you have chosen PRC as one of the beneficiaries of your humanitarian efforts, and of course, we are elated to celebrate this momentous event with you as our partner in serving humanity. Together, we will win. Happy 70th anniversary from the Philippine Red Cross.
po na naranasan ko is yung unstable network po tsaka yung modules ko po. Malaki po yung epekto ng hamon nito sa performance ko po sa school. Minsan po ay hindi na din po ako nakakapag-participate sa discussion.
Pag once na may ask sila sa akin na, "Ma, paano yung ganito?" Minsan kailangan ko munang, wait lang, pag-aralan ko muna bago ko, doon ako nahirapan. Yun ang hamon ko sa akin para matuluan o magabayan ko sila sa kanilang pag-aaral.
We put up AHA because I grew up servicing and volunteering and teaching in the community. Binigay namin yung sarili namin doon sa community at a very young age at nakita ko kung how much I grew, how much they grew, and we just thought if we could do this in a bigger scale to more kids, it was a gift that was given to me that I wanted to share to more people. AHA Learning Center supports public school students through 3 ways. We give academic interventions through helping them with their English and math. And we're able to help the support system by training their parents and teachers to become better facilitators, engage with their kids a little bit better for their goals.
Above everything else, ang gusto kong ma-feel ng isang student ay may naniniwala sa kanila at kahit gaano kahirap ang isang bagay, isang problema, gusto ko sana ay ma-feel nila na magkaroon sila ng confidence na naniniwala sila sa sarili nila na kaya nilang malagpasan yun, kaya nilang gawin yun.
Nakikita namin, kahit hindi namin magbago yung sistema, na yung mga tao na pumapasok, paglabas nila sa AHA, nagiging mas mabuting tao. Kaya para sa akin, yun yung AHA talaga eh.
Naging bago po silang pamilya sa akin sa pagmamahal po ng mga binibigay po nila sa akin. Naniniwala din po ako na magiging katuwang ko yung AHA sa pagtupad ng mga pangarap ko.
Tinulungan nila kami kung paano magkaroon ng gadget si Elia para sa pag-aaral niya. At saka yung paggabay ng AHA sa kanila para magpursigi siya lalo. Itinuring siyang kapamilya, tinuturuan sa mga mahihirap na subject.
Nagkakaroon po ako maraming options sa future. Pwede ko pong kunin yung pagka-coding ko po. Pwede rin po akong mag-journalism kasi po ganyan po yung tinuturo sa amin. So marami pong nabibigay po sa aking opportunities sa future.
Kahit na marami pang pagsubok, naniniwala akong hindi mawawala ang pag-asa.
Tayo ang simula. Tayo ang pagbabagong hinihintay. Tayo ay isang malaking tulong para sa isang magandang komunidad na ating inaasam.
We want the students to be able to contribute, to be able to lead, and will become the change that they need to be for other people. So when you help people like us, you're actually helping secure a future for all of us.
Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to meet together. Please help us to come together to make this institution reflect your kingdom. Breathe life into our ideas and decisions. Help us build a team that has love and respect at its heart. Give us the strength to continue working for your kingdom in this time of pandemic. Lord, come give us the inspiration to be the best we can be. May we be a shining example of your goodness and truth within, wherever we are. Inspire our thoughts, discussions, and ideas, and continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth for the greater glory of you. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ang sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawag mo'y tagumpay na nagkikinig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magtitingin. Lupa ng araw ng walhaging pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for being part of the Security Bank webinar. Before we get started, let's go over a few things so we can all fully appreciate today's topics. Please be reminded that this webinar is recorded. List of attendees, messages, and other interaction will be automatically generated after the broadcast. First, test your speakers. You should be able to hear my voice clearly to get the most of your webinar experience. You can also check your screen now for interactive plugins we integrated to engage with you. This can be in a form of Q&A, polls, webinar chat, or even mini-games. To avoid distractions, please stay on mute if you are not presenting. Mics can be very sensitive, which means shuffling papers and eating will be easily heard by all attendees. You are always welcome to interact using the plugins provided or during the Q&A. If available in this current webinar tool, raise your hand if you have something to say so our event host can see and call you. If you're a speaker, we recommend you wear a headset with a built-in microphone during your presentation to reduce background noise. For video on conferences, try to find an appropriate background with good lighting. When applicable, choose a safe digital background that will not distract other attendees. If you're attending the broadcast at home with your video on, keep in mind what you're wearing. Stripes and loud patterns can create an illusion of vibration, which can distract the speaker. We will begin in a few minutes. If you are having issues with connectivity, audio, or video, we can try to help you. Just message your event organizer here or via email. You can find the organizer's email in the event invite you received. Once again, let's all observe proper webinar etiquette. We all want our guests to get the most of the Security Bank webinar. To everyone who is already here, thank you for registering early. The broadcast will start shortly.
Good morning and welcome to the Security Bank Foundation webinar, a training developed based on the needs of the teachers themselves. I'm Carlo Valladores, and thank you to our 1,100 attendees who have made time for this very special webinar. I'm seeing some of our schools from the north. We get to see our schools from Batangas. Kamusta po kayo dyan? There are also schools from Olonga po, and as far as the top sa may Batak po. Welcome po and thank you po for making time. In the Visayas, we're seeing people from Danao. We get to also see people from Tagbilaran. Ayan po, meron din pong mga taga Bohol, Iloilo, and also from the city of Silay. In the Mindanao area, we also have the chance to see people from Agusan del Sur. We have attendees from Cagayan, and we also have attendees from Davao. I know that some of your teachers have registered also, but may have found difficulty in attending the webinar. We'd like to ask you to invite our fellow teachers to already sign in. You'll be able to see also the same link in the chat box now. Just a few announcements before we begin today's webinar. Kindly introduce yourself by chatting the following in the Zoom chat box or YouTube comment section. Grade level taught, school name, location, nickname. For example, G3, Tikay Elementary School, Malolos, Bulacan, Kim. To be part also of the FB Messenger demo later, kindly message in FB Messenger the Facebook account projected on the screen, or you may also try to follow the link bit.ly SBFICRMO so you can be added in the Messenger group. To earn a certificate of attendance, note also that you have to accomplish the post-training evaluation. This requires that you attend this webinar from start to end and then answer the post-training survey. The link will be shared later during the webinar. You may also take photos of yourselves while participating in the webinar and post in your own social media account. Please don't forget to use our official hashtag for this event, #SchoolsForBetterCommunities. Thank you very much, and once again, good morning. Today is the first training program of our 2020 Ready, Set, Read webinar series. We are now ready to begin. Realizing the added value of Facebook in serving as a communication and learning tool for distance learning, for both teachers and students, Security Bank Foundation, together with AHA Learning Center, developed this training program for teachers and students so that we can enrich their knowledge and strategies on how Facebook can help reinforce the learning of most essential learning competencies in English reading. Security Bank Foundation has long been developing and implementing programs that advance quality education in the country, including relevant training programs such as what we are going to enjoy today. To formally welcome us and start today's webinar, may we invite Security Bank Foundation Trustee and Corporate Secretary, Ms. Melissa R. Aquino.
On behalf of the Security Bank family, we welcome you to this webinar to enhance the reading competencies of our students. By way of background, Security Bank Foundation was established in 1993 to uplift the quality of life in communities where Security Bank has a presence through its education advocacy. We believe that education is the greatest equalizer in life, giving everyone the opportunity to succeed in life, no matter his social and economic background. We were guided by the wisdom of the proverb, "Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime." Our approach to our education advocacy is holistic. Security Bank Foundation provides funding for construction of classrooms compliant to DepEd standards, support of students via scholarship programs, training and support programs designed by Ateneo de Manila University and De La Salle, Philippines, in the program participation of various stakeholders, including the local government unit, the Department of Education, the communities, and even clients and bank employees via a volunteerism component. We continue to explore more opportunities to advance our advocacy. The challenges of 21st century education and this pandemic have inspired us to partner with Knowledge Channel and Ateneo to produce 20 videos on English reading competencies aligned with the Department of Education curriculum. We focused on English reading to address the findings of global student assessments that Filipino learners lag in reading comprehension versus their international peers. We count on the support of the Department of Education and the schools present today in advising parents and students to watch the videos during the airing schedules, as well as asking their teachers to use the videos as standard learning delivery materials. We also look forward to teachers providing us documentation of students accessing the videos, as well as feedback through an online form to be made available at the Security Bank website. We will also reconnect with schools to monitor outcome indicators that will tell if we have been meeting our objective of improving the reading comprehension skills of our students. We still believe that more work needs to be done in advancing quality education. As long as Security Bank continues to do well, we shall continue pursuing our education advocacy. Through our efforts, we hope that Security Bank will help create a brighter tomorrow for the succeeding generation of Filipinos through better education. Thank you, and to God be the glory.
Thank you so much, Ms. Melissa, for that very meaningful message. Now, to further give us an idea about AHA Learning Center, its aligned advocacies in education, and their partnership with Security Bank Foundation, may we invite one of the 2018 Outstanding Young Men of the Philippines awardees and 2019 Obama Foundation awardee for the Asia Pacific. He also made multiple media appearances featuring his advocacy in education and targeted approach to improving student learning. Ladies and gentlemen, AHA Learning Center President and Founder, Mr. Jayton Zulueta.
Madalas, pag pinag-usapan po yung Facebook Messenger, merong thinking ko kasi at this time that it's a new modality, right? In the same way that may text-based learning, may Facebook Messenger na ngayon. In the same way, madalas na pinag-uusapan ho natin yung Zoom, blended face-to-face. We talk about this in technical terms. But what is Facebook Messenger and why do we love it so much? Facebook Messenger is an emergency option that we might need more so during these uncertain times. In 2020, Facebook Messenger was a lifeline for many of us who were looking for solutions to reach those of whom did not have internet. Facebook Messenger is a reliable and completely accepted means of communication and of learning, not only here but in all over the world. We recently got cited in the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, for our work here in Facebook Messenger, which was a great honor, but did not fully capture the picture. Because for 3 million students and 16 school divisions to really figure out how to use Facebook Messenger as a learning tool had much less to do with us and more to do with the creativity, the passion, the ingenuity of every teacher we worked with. Think of Facebook Messenger not just from what we're about to take up today as a tool for reading, but think of it as a tool that can get you as close as possible to the ear of your student. It's a tool wherein, if used correctly, can feel as real as a tap on the shoulder, a big high five, or even sometimes carefully crafted messages can feel like a hug when you need it the most. The modality, again, is an emergency response method, only to be used when none of the more effective learning modalities, like face-to-face, is unavailable or online. It's a modality that's an emergency method, but at the core of it, it's an inclusive modality that allows more of your class to be part of the learning experience. That's why I love it. I think you will find that what we're going to take up today will spark your interest and your curiosity and will bring you towards more and more things that you would like to learn and experiment with. I feel that with Security Bank, AHA Learning Center, and the many other learnings that you will have this year through your partnership, you will find that we are really here to introduce ideas to you, but you are really there to take the ball and run with it. I have worked with teachers all throughout this pandemic, and I know how creative, how inspiring, and how wonderful your work can be if given the opportunity. Here's another amazing opportunity. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, and I can't wait to see what you figure out, what you invent from what we started. And here's to you, the teacher. Hopefully the end of this pandemic is near, and we can get back to seeing our class face to face again. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Jayton, for that very meaningful message and for reminding that as teachers, we have to have our hearts open to the horizon. We are now ready to learn the best practices and strategies in using Facebook as a tool for English reading and learning delivery. Today, I have the privilege to introduce our facilitator. Ms. Joella Ray, or Teacher Jo as she is fondly called, is a lead trainer in AHA Learning Center, where she handles teacher and parent trainings for different schools and partners. Previously, she was a kindergarten teacher in a progressive school in Mandaluyong. She taught reading, number knowledge, the importance of rice in the community, among other things. But at the core of it all, her passion has always been to share her love for learning with her students. Since 2019, Teacher Jo continues to share this passion with parents, teachers, and students from the wonderful AHA community. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ms. Joella Ray, lead trainer of AHA Learning Center.
Good morning sa lahat ng teachers na nandito. Thank you so much, Security Bank Foundation, for giving us this opportunity to be with our teachers today and to share with them our topic for today, Facebook Messenger as a learning tool for reading. So allow me to share my screen there. Thank you so much, teachers, for being here. I see around 1,600 teachers and more in our YouTube live. So welcome, teachers. Thank you for being here today. Since we're talking about Facebook Messenger, right? I would like to get a quick overview of what you know about Facebook Messenger, how you're using it in your classroom. So if Sir Louis could help me with sharing this pre-survey through our Zoom poll, please, you may answer, teachers, you may answer this poll now. I'll give you 3 minutes to answer this very quickly. So it's very quick. It's just a 10-item pre-survey. So please answer this as quickly as you can. And type 1 if you're done answering our survey. Ayan. So habang sinasagutan niyo yung survey natin, I would like to greet some of you here. I see that we have teachers from all over the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So thank you, teachers, for being here. We're very honored for you to be here, no, and for you to give your time to really get to know more about Facebook Messenger as a learning tool. I know that some of you have been using this. No, some of you have been using this, and we would like to also know your best practices. You may also share them while I talk about the how we do Facebook learning or Facebook Messenger, a Facebook Messenger classroom for reading. So, ayan, thank you so much, Teacher Axel, Teacher Faith, Teacher Shira, Teacher Jessie, Teacher Jennifer. Ayan, dumadami na ang sumasagot ng ating survey. Thank you so much. I think we started around 9:17, so we'll end at 9:20. We'll end our survey at 9:20. I'm just not sure how many have answered so far. So last 1 minute and 30 seconds pala. Last 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so far we have 200 that have answered already. So please, teachers, come on, let's answer our pre-survey. Later, I will see the results. Hindi ko pa kasi nakakita yung results. But later, we'll see kung gaano nyo ginagamit ang ating Facebook Messenger. Ayan, 300 na ang sumagot. Teachers, keep it coming. Please answer the survey. Thank you so much sa mga sumasagot, yung mga nagpe-press ng 1 sa ating chat box. Thank you so much. Ayan. Okay, dumadami na. 500 na. Wow, ang bilis. So out of the 1,000 more to go. 1,100 more to go. So yan. Mabilis lang naman, di ba? Napakadaling sagutan. Yan. Thank you, teachers. And for those who are in our YouTube live, there's a link there that you could answer din po. So please click that link na sinend po ng ating Security Bank Foundation account. Please click that link and answer the survey. Ayan. So sa mga nasa Zoom, you have a Zoom poll survey to answer. While dun po sa YouTube Live, you have a Google form. Ayan. We have 800. Last 30 seconds for all our teachers. So please click the poll. Answer it. Lalabas po yan sa inyong mga screens. Hindi nyo na po kailangan hanapin pa. It will be right there in front of your screens. Ayan. Okay. I think we're almost done. And in a bit, we will close our pre-survey poll. So habol na po sa mga makakahabol. Ayan. Thank you po kay Ma'am Veronica from our YouTube Live for answering our pre-survey form. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ayan, nag-1 siya sa ating YouTube Live. Okay. And just give me a cue po pag sasarado na po ang ating pre-survey poll. Ayan. Closing in 10 seconds. Okay? So habol na po, teachers. We'll close our pre-survey poll in a bit. While dun sa mga nasa YouTube Live, we'll have a cut-off na lang po sa mga magre-respond. Yan. Okay, the poll has ended. So, let me see here kung ano po, kung sino po pinakamarami na nandito. We have ang pinakamaraming teachers po dito from grade level is the junior high school teachers with 21%. So sila po yung pinakamarami. Welcome po sa inyo teachers, but we have teachers from all grade levels. Thank you and welcome. Close naman po, pinakamarami po talaga yung junior high school, samantalang senior high school po, not 7%. Ayan, sila po yung pinakamalit. And then, have you been using Facebook Messenger with 83% of our teachers, no? While meron pong 17% or 175 teachers are not using Facebook Messenger. And sabi po dito, ayan, okay, so ito po yung isa sa mga pinakakailangan kong malaman. Sabi dito, 88% of our teachers use Facebook Messenger to give announcement and reminders. 62% use it for following up tasks, while 23% only use it for class discussions. Ayan. So mamaya po, papakita ko po sa inyo kung paano natin magagamit tong Facebook Messenger sa class discussion at bakit ba natin ito dapat gamitin, no? So pag-uusapan natin yan, while the others, 19% po. Ayan. So, yan, may mga nag-share din dito bakit hindi nila nagagamit yung Facebook Messenger kasi daw some students, no, or at least sa mga lower grade levels, pang underage yung Facebook. So, that's understandable and we must follow the social media guidelines nga naman po, no? But I'll explain po later. And then in your reading class, what features of Facebook Messenger do you mostly use? So some of us here use photos a lot and videos na po yung susunod. Yung susunod naman po, 31% emojis, 26% voice clips, yung iba 23% reply feature, and so on and so forth. Yung iba po, mga under 10% na. And then I use Facebook Messenger to teach reading to my students under my modular. I use my, so 59% you agree, 31% strongly agree. I guess gamit na gamit po nila ang Facebook Messenger to teach reading. And yung iba po nag-disagree. I guess ito po yung mga lower grades, no? Medyo mahirap nga po magturo ng reading for kinder to grade 2. But for today, we'll focus more on kids po na talagang mas kaya na po magbasa. Students with limited internet access and gadgets receive learning support from me through Facebook Messenger. Ayan. So 62% naman ay nag-agree. That's great news, teachers, no? And 31% talagang gamit na gamit ang Facebook Messenger to give support to the students. And Facebook Messenger helps me access my students with limited internet access and gadgets. So 57% agree to this, while 38% strongly agree. So may 4% lang po na hindi pa siguro na mama-maximize ang Facebook Messenger. And there's also, I'm able to maximize the features of Facebook Messenger to effectively deliver my lessons and reading. So 66% agree, 26% strongly agree. And while 8% disagree, 1% strongly disagree. Okay, I hope after this session, we can change your mind and see how we can use Facebook Messenger more effectively as a teaching tool for reading. So yan, pag-uusapan po natin yan in a bit. And ayan, my students have expressed that the use of Facebook Messenger have been feasible and convenient with their personal resources. Ayan, agree naman sila, yung mga estudyante, with 30% who strongly agree. Meron lang din po ibang nagdi-disagree. Ayan. Okay, so meron pa po dito last one. My students can read proficiently based on their expected reading level. Meron pong 69% na agree, 10% disagree, and 21% who strongly agree. Okay, thank you so much, teachers, for sharing your thoughts and ideas, no, about Facebook Messenger as a tool for teaching reading. And welcome po sa inyong lahat. Again, this is Teacher Joe from AHA Learning Center, and in partnership with Security Bank Foundation Incorporated, we would like to share this topic with you, no? How we can use Facebook Messenger as a teaching tool for reading. So I would like to give a few reminders. This is very important in all our training po. So number 1, please be active. I would like you to be active. I know this is a webinar type and I don't see you much. So please make sure to make me feel your presence through the chat box or kahit po sa YouTube section, kahit yan, yung mga nasa YouTube live, please feel free to share your thoughts and ideas about what we're going to talk about today. And you may also use the chat box right in our Padlet. I will give you the Padlet form later. Or raise your hand if I'm asking you if I have a question and I would like you to share your answer. So raise your hand, tatawagin ko po kayo at i-unmute po kayo ng ating tech people, okay? And number 2, ask questions. Wag po kayo mahiyang magtanong. Meron po tayong Q&A feature dito sa ating Zoom. If you have any questions or clarifications, please feel free to ask in our Q&A. Ayan, so makikita po namin kasi po sa chat box, I realized matatabunan po yan at hindi po namin mababasa yung inyong questions. So please put it in our chat box or sa ating Padlet. Mamaya ibibigay ko rin po to. So just feel free if you have questions or concerns. Okay lang po yan. Those are very welcome. And number 3, react. Feel free to share your reactions in the chat box or via our Zoom emojis. Pati na rin po sa YouTube live. Ayan. So, I hope everything is clear. At sa AHA nga po, pag tinanong po namin na ready na, ang sagot po nila ay aha. So, teachers, ready na? Maaari po bang makakita ng mga aha sa ating chat box? Ayan, we're all ready. Thank you so much, teachers. Ayan, we need that energy. We need that ready energy for our training sessions today. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Okay, so since you're all ready, I give you the very first question for today. What was the most memorable teacher moment for you during the pandemic? I would like you to reflect for a bit. We'll give 3 minutes for this. Reflect for a bit and think about what was the most memorable teacher moment for you during the pandemic. Ano yung talagang hindi nyo makalimutan, no? Na ma-share nyo siguro after 10 years, no? What was the most memorable teacher moment for you during the pandemic? And if you'd like to share, please raise your hand and we'll call you. No, ayan, meron po nagtaas ng kamay si Teacher Milagros Tolentino. Teacher Milagros Tolentino, can we hear you po? May we hear your thoughts about this?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning po at have a nice day to everyone. What was the most memorable teacher moment for you during the pandemic? Yung natuto kaming maging techie. Alam ko naman lahat po ay nakaka-relate po sa akin dahil syempre Generation X na po ang lola nyo. So, yung pag-aaral po ng cellphone or ng mga gadgets. Thank you po. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Teacher Milagros. Bigyan naman natin ng virtual clap si Teacher Milagros for sharing sa ating Zoom webinar, no? Thank you so much po. So that's one thing. Yung pag-aaral ng gadgets, siguro a general thought for that is learning something that we didn't expect na kailangan pa natin matutunan, no? So thank you so much, Teacher Milagros. Ayan, ang daming po balakbak. Thank you po. At meron din po dito mga nag-share, no? Teka lang, ang dami kasi sa chat, hindi ko nababasa yung iba. Becoming a call center agent for our learners to knowing how to do everything virtually. Yes, we have to know a lot of things, no? Learn a lot of things at this time. So regardless of the age, gender, race, nationality, no? Kahit saan man nanggaling, no? Kailangan mga teachers sobrang ready and to learn a lot of things, right? And printing modules the whole day, even during lunchtime. Ayan. So, ang daming kailangan connection between the students and teachers to collaboration towards learning. Yes. And let's not forget to include the parents. I hope we can also include that. Ayan. Teacher Milagra, sabi po dito, relate daw po si Teacher Florencia sa inyong shinare. So, I would like to call more teachers, no? But mamaya ko na lang po kayo tatawagin since we are looking at our time. Marami pa naman pong share time. So thank you so much, teachers, Teacher Milagros, and all the teachers who have shared here today. So before I go to all your most memorable teacher moment, ang dami po, no? Ang dami po talaga. Babalikan pa po natin yan ulit. Today, we're just going to talk about the introduction and then how we can use Messenger for teaching reading. And then we'll have a very quick teaching demo on how we can use English lessons, no? How we can teach reading inside a text-based classroom. Teacher Joe, I'm sure some of you are already doing it. But nakita ko po, konti lang po, 21% lang po ang gumamit ng gumagawa ng class discussions inside a Facebook Messenger. It's possible at kayang-kaya po yan. So, papakita po namin yun mamaya. And then we'll have a very quick teacher huddle where you can ask questions at sasagutin po namin yan. And then, please share your pabaon. Ayan. So, maraming salamat teachers for sharing. No, I asked for you to look back on the most memorable teacher moment for you because ang dami na, ilang years na po tayo na naka-distance learning. We have 2 years, no? Mula January 2020. Ayan, naalala nyo pa po ba yung January 2020? Face-to-face pa po tayo, no? At dumating ang March 2020. 'Di ba? Noong October 2020, yung school year na nagsimula tayo ng distance learning at noong July 2021, natapos ang pinakaunang school year for distance learning. And then now, it's February 2022. Ayan, meron nagsabi, so challenging si Teacher Antonio. He said, so challenging. Yeah, these are very challenging years for us. So, if I may put yung mga significant events during this time, no? January 2020, face-to-face pa po tayo at dun na nga po lumalabas yung news about the pandemic, about the virus, right? And then came March 2020, lockdown, our very first lockdown. We were so confused and clueless. We didn't know that in 2 years pa, or we didn't know that we wouldn't see each other in a month. Kala natin 1 week lang, 2 weeks lang, right? And then, from March 2020 to October 2020, we tried figuring out, ayan, kayo po, the teachers already said na we tried learning different ways, no, to teach our kids, to reach our learners. And so, in October 2020, we decided different modalities to teach our students. We had the module, the online class, and then we realized, oh, paano yung mga bata na walang online, walang internet connection o kaya naman gadgets? We had the television and the radio and the modules pala, no? But it's a learning process for all of us. The teachers are figuring out, the teachers are doing their best, naging talagang nakababad po sa mga training, no? Ang mga teachers natin. Hanggang sa ngayon, no? We're still trying to figure this out where we want to give our best for our learners. So, I would like to ask, where are we now? Where are we now at this time? We're still on the process of hoping. We're still in the process of hope. We still keep on hoping, right? We still have to hope. And just to look back din po, no, what AHA Learning Center has done through the years since the pandemic, we have empowered and assisted public school communities through the pandemic. And I'm sure that organizations or institutions like Security Bank Foundation has been working din po nonstop just to give the best for our public school communities. That's why they have different teacher training for all of you that we think could help. Talagang pinagplanuhan, pinaghirapan po talaga po to para sa inyo, para makatulong sa inyo. Because again, schools for better communities. And we're part of that community. So, andito po kami para tumulong sa inyo. That's why, simula pa lang po ng pandemic, we have a low-cost text-based classroom for our learners. And then we did teacher training. And then we realized, okay, what about the students who really have no internet connection or gadgets? Then we can give them 100 free ESL lessons for preschool children. Created by over 100 voice talents, sound engineers, teachers, and scriptwriters. And this is all from our teachers, yung mga feedback po nila. And then we also realized, oh, parents also need help. What about parents? Teachers need help from the parents. So why won't we empower them through our independent learning and being a learning facilitator training series, right? So that's why we had Suporta Eskwela. And then we also realized that parents need support group because they're all also stressed about this pandemic, how they should teach kids. So we had the Suporta Eskwela Club with our partner schools. And then we also saw na, oops, kailangan pa rin ng tulong ng mga bata sa pagbabasa at sa numeracy. So we have, we are all stressed. How many teacher Turfan? Oh, but we are all stressed. That's why we're really doing our best to reach to our communities and give them the best, no, the best services we can give. So, ayan po, patuloy pa rin po tayo. Nagbigay po tayo ng teaching at the right level training for the teachers so that they can adjust the basic skills or the development of the basic skills in literacy and numeracy. So that students who were left behind, no, yung nahirapan po talaga na mag-catch up, they can at least have the basic skills for reading and math. And now, since we also saw the need for other schools and other communities to empower their parents, we have the Suporta Eskwela Club Plus just last month, where we train teachers to start their own Suporta Eskwela clubs in their schools. At patuloy pa rin po tayong tumutulong dahil ang problema ay patuloy pa rin po. The problems continue to exist. There's still inaccessibility. There are still some learners who don't have the best access, no, to learning because of the lack of good internet connection or gadgets, or simply because of their status sa buhay po, no? Yung kailangan po nila, yung mga priorities po ng pamilya nila. And then, there's also struggle in learning. Parents are struggling, teachers are struggling, more so the students. Then we also have the parents' challenges in distance learning. They have struggled in teaching their children while providing for and taking care of the rest of the family's needs. So, as teachers, we try to look for help, no, to help our students. We have different resources naman po for you. We have like this free training, right? We have this training for you. We have different learning interventions for you, just like also the Ready, Set, Read videos po ng Security Bank Foundation. It's an educational video series by Security Bank Foundation in cooperation with Knowledge Channel Foundation and Ateneo de Manila University, where you can find videos po, no? I'm sure some of you have already tried this out. You have learned about this in your previous Security Bank Foundation training sessions. And this has been really helpful. I really enjoyed watching this video. At talaga pong, ang ganda po ng lesson. It really helps children's reading skills. No? So this helps, no, na habang nasa bahay tayo, wala si teacher, o kaya na hirapan si nanay or tatay na magturo ng lesson sa reading, we have this learning videos where we can watch on YouTube. Now the question is, Teacher Joe, paano naman yung mga estudyante ko walang internet access? Hirap yung internet connection nila. Hindi sila makapagpa-load. Paano sila makakanood ng YouTube? No? Now, here comes Facebook Messenger. So, as you can see, ayan nga po, no? Towards learning, we have this set of students. We have students who have the internet, they have data, they have gadgets, they can access education. But what about students na may gadget lang, tapos na internet connection? Right? So, ito po yung titingnan natin. Kasi sa ngayon, ito po yung mga bata na walang internet connection at internet, face-to-face po talaga yung option nila or modular. But why don't we think about also then yung mga pwede pa natin maibigay, which is for the kids who have the gadget but limited connectivity. We can provide a messenger classroom for them, no? A messenger classroom for them where they can be like in a classroom, even if sa chat lang siya, in a text-based classroom. No, they can still learn reading lessons that we can learn from Ready, Set, Read, right? Or other learning resources through the messenger classroom. And that is what we'll talk about today. So just to emphasize then how alarming it is, sinabi nga ni Teacher Jayton kanina, it's an emergency response. Because here, we found out that the learning loss is a persisting issue. Mainly because of the lack of resources of our students, the cause of students missed education opportunities, right? You know that firsthand. And now there's also the alarming concern for Filipino students' reading proficiency. At yun ang gusto natin ma-address, na as much as we can, ma-address natin, matulungan natin yung mga estudyante natin, no? Even if limited yung resources natin. So today, I hope that we can see Messenger as a really helpful tool for teaching reading. We just need to practice and prepare well for this. So I know po some of you, teach, hindi po ako techie. Kasi po, medyo nasa older age bracket na po ako. Worry not po. I think our Messenger tool should be parang nagtatype lang po kayo ng lesson plan nyo, pero script nyo po para po sa pagtuturo sa classroom po sa loob ng Messenger. So here, the goal is to reach disadvantaged students and help improve their reading proficiency. Okay? But before that, I would like to set some expectations. So yung connectivity po, some areas have poor signals that makes it harder for students to connect. So not everyone can access Facebook Messenger. Siguro po ang best po is to just give them time to siguro kung maka-access sila somewhere else ng good signal, because our Facebook Messenger has a free version. So kahit wala pong load ang kanilang data, pwede po sila maka-access ng free Messenger. So mababasa lang po nila yung text. No? Ayan, sabi, that's true po, kahit nga ako nasa piso wifi lang ngayon. Ayun, so yun, kaya naman po, very low cost po ang Facebook Messenger. So it doesn't consume a lot of load. Another limitation po na dala po ng Facebook is yung distraction lang po. May notifications, games, and online socialization can distract students from learning well in Facebook. But it's up to us teachers how we can help our students form good habits, good learning habits while they're on Facebook. So I would like to ask for your help din po, if you have best practices that you have been doing already for Facebook Messenger, and you think that our co-teachers can learn from it, please feel free to share your ideas po about it. Now, I have a question here, and if you can quickly go to our Padlet here, bit.ly/TE Padlet Messenger 02/18/2022. That's the date today. How do you use Facebook Messenger in teaching reading? So, if you can share it po sa ating Padlet, it looks like this. Ayan. Ayan, meron pala nag-share. Ayan. I send videos. Ayan. You can send videos, yeah. What else do you do? So what about the students who don't have access to videos? How do you do that? How do you make up for it? Thinking naman po, for our students who have limited access to our to the internet, if you can send po sa ating Padlet, I would like to know more about it. So, ayan, sinend na rin po ng ating Security Bank Foundation sa ating Zoom chat at sa ating YouTube Live. So, please, how do you share? How do you use Facebook Messenger in teaching reading? Ayan. I send podcast lessons. Oo nga. So, parang voice message. Diba? So, pwede rin yung mga voice messages. I do audio recording like a podcast to teach the children. Yes. Now, sige po, okay lang. Thank you so much for sharing those strategies. Video call, videos, and audio. I send reading picture with guide questions, sending files like LAS, instruction to student. I share videos related to reading, provide reading materials through videos, pictures, and soft copies. We send reading materials and audio. I send announcement and ask them to react using emojis to confirm receipt. So if you can answer lang po dito sa what do you call this? Column na to. Yes, that would be great. He sent reading materials and audios. I sent announcement. Teacher made reading videos, sharing videos and pictures. I send links to reading instructional videos and audio lessons, sharing reading materials and videos. Okay, thank you so much, teachers. Now let's go back to our and you can keep on writing your ideas there. I'm sure the other teachers will also have an idea to what to practice, no? So generally, nakikita ko po a lot of photos, videos, and voice message sharing are used. Now, my question here, teacher, is paano na yung mga estudyante na hindi ma-view yun, right? So, we'll talk about that and see, how Messenger can be a tool for teaching reading. Again, this is a low-cost text-based classroom. So, yes, we can share resources. We can follow up with the learning activities or tasks. But we can also use it for class discussion. Like, it's kind of like a call center thing nga, no? Sabi nga ni teacher, Turfel po ata yan, I forgot. Pero yun, how can we use it for classroom discussion and use it more effectively for that? And then, some of you also mentioned that it's a communication channel lang po. So today, before we proceed, I would like to quickly go over the different messenger features that we can use for the class discussion. The class discussions po kasi yung pinaka-importante. No? So imagine nyo, yung students nyo, yes, they have their modules, they have their parents with them, but what if they really don't know how to answer their modules, nor their parents know how to help them or support them? We have the messenger classroom, a low-cost text-based classroom to guide them, to answer their queries, to discuss the lesson. No? So I hope na, yes, you can create a messenger classroom na hindi po masyado yung mga videos. Why? Kasi po yung videos medyo mahal po siya. I mean sa load, magastos po sa load. So for today, we'll veer away from sending videos, although you can for students who are who have access to it. But at least again, Messenger is inclusive. No, so we make sure that as much as possible, all of our students have access to the learning. Right? So now I'm going to share with you features, different features of Facebook Messenger. So we have here emojis, very, very helpful. Ayan, nakita ko merong ilan na gumagamit sa emojis. Emojis serve as visual group cues in chat. They help both teachers and students express themselves better through images. No, so it can also be part of the react feature. No, so pag may message, you can react to the message, right? And then there's also reply feature so that you can keep the flow of the discussion. You can keep track of the flow of the discussion, and the students can reply to a particular message that you send. So if you send a question, then the students can reply to that message directly. And then you can keep track, ito pala yung nireply niya sa question ko kanina. Okay? So that's the reply feature. So you can see in the GIF here how we can do it. Ayan, meron dyan, replying to teacher princess, right? And then there's also the audio message, which most of you are familiar with, and the photos and videos, right? Again, as much as possible, photos po, mas mura po yun sa mga bata. Pero kung may estudyante po kayo na gumagamit ng free messenger, if you can give a text version of this. So even the audio message, if you can provide a text version of the audio message that you send, please do so. Again, medyo work, a lot of work po siya. But again, we're helping as many students as we can, right? No learners left behind. So ayun po. And then there's also polls. Meron din po tayong polls sa ating chat box. So if you press this plus button, I'm not sure if you can see my cursor, but if you press the plus button, tapos po may lalabas po dyan na poll, yun, pwede po kayo magpa-poll para makita nyo rin po. Pwede po yan gamitin sa iba't ibang paraan. Check nyo kung nakuha na nila yung module, or if you have like a class discussion, you can also use this for that. And then we also have a search feature, no, para sa mga, pag kailangan nyo po balikan yung mga lessons, or your students need to go back to some lessons, you can search. Ayun po, makikita po yun sa, pag click nyo po yung name ng ating chat box, ayan, at ilagay nyo po yung search, no, English Lesson 5. So, ayan po, meron din po tayong coding ng ating mga messages or class discussion para po madaling balikan ni teacher. Okay? And then, ayan, we also have read receipts. Teachers can check which students have read their messages. It also helps monitor who's active during the class, right? So you can see, oh, this is seen by everyone, or some students have seen this, yung iba hindi pa, then you can tag that student who hasn't seen your message. So, ayun po, especially during synchronous discussions, no? At yun, meron din po unsend a message just in case you made a mistake sa ating chat box. Especially po, no, tayo teachers, we need to model how we use our language, Filipino man yan or English, no? Dapat tamang grammar, tamang spelling. So, you can also use the unsend a message. No? So, at meron na rin pong feature na unsend a message report. No, so if you have a student na parang naa-abuse po tong teacher na to, you can, I'm not sure lang po what will happen, no, after that. So, ayun, baka it will just prevent them from unsending messages. Okay, so now that we've talked about the different features, we'll talk about how we can use Messenger as a tool for teaching reading, specifically to the different classroom processes that we have, right? So what are the essentials when managing a text-based classroom? So we'll talk about the Messenger classroom basics. And then we'll also talk about teaching reading, no, specifically about teaching reading inside a text-based Messenger classroom. And then, safe spaces na napaka-importante, no? Even if it's just a text-based classroom, even if it's a messenger classroom, no? How can we make sure that we still create that environment that promotes love for reading? Okay? So, teachers, I hope you're ready at may notes po kayo dyan. Ilagay nyo na po, ito gagawin ko to. Pwede nyo po ilagay po sa ating chat box. Ito, ayan, like it says, sabi ni Teacher Josephine, this webinar is helpful. Thanks a lot. Please write down how this is helpful, what you'd like to bring in your classroom when you go back po after this training. So, ayun lang po. Some things that I'd like to see as we continue. All right, so Messenger classroom basics. What are the essentials when managing a text-based classroom? So, this is very important to talk about because we want to set the tone, no, when we have our Messenger classroom. Kanina po, no, I mentioned distractions. So, students will also, as teachers, right, we use our Messenger for our daily lives. We use Messenger not just for interacting with other people, with our friends, with our family, right? Now, how can we make sure that we set this tone for our students? So we have here some tips how we can do that in a text-based classroom. So we have the class schedule, the classroom rules, the attendance, and announcements. So for the class schedule, yan, this is very important, teachers. This is very important. So you have to decide on how much time your students need to spend on synchronous classes per week. Since I think for teachers na may mga estudyante na nagmo-modular, at kaya naman po mag-messenger, you can plan when to talk to students, especially if you have a difficult lesson, no? Na sa tingin nyo kailangan talaga ng discussion, then you can set a time for that every week. So is it twice a week, 5 times a week? Depende po sa pangangailangan po ng estudyante nyo. And these are things that you have to consider. The time of day with stronger internet connection or signals. Syempre po, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. lang po, or 5:30 p.m. Huwag naman po, alas 3 ng madaling araw. Hindi naman po pwede yun. Pero, ayun po, a reasonable time of the day with stronger internet connection or signal so that more students can be there. And then, the amount of time children can sustain their focus. So, depending on your grade level, gaano po tagal po kaya ng estudyante na ma-sustain ang kanilang focus. So I know that you mentioned that, teacher, underage pa yung mga estudyante ko. You can ask the parents to be with them while they're working, ano lang naman po yun, siguro mga 1 hour and 30 minutes, para po, nandun po, kahit gamit po nila yung account ng kanilang magulang, no? Para po, makasama pa rin sila sa discussion. Kasi importante po yun eh. Kapag kayo lang po mag-isa, di ba po pag nag-work kayo lang mag-isa, minsan ang hirap gumawa ng work. Sometimes kailangan po natin ng kabatuhan ng ideas o makarinig ng fresh ideas from other people. That's what our students need. So you have to spend some time for them to for you to discuss the lesson, for a time for them to ask questions and share their thoughts and ideas about it. Yan, 1 hour for math subject. Yes, that's kung ano lang po yung kaya. No? So, hindi ko naman po pinipilit na, dapat 8 hours nasa messenger classroom. Hindi naman po. So, just allot some time for the discussion. So that's for class schedule. Then we'll have the classroom rules as well. Here are some tips to set it up. Na-skip ko pala to. Ayan, classroom rules. To make each session productive in your text-based classroom, it will help if you find out which tools are best for your class. So whatever habits are formed in the beginning of the school year will determine the rest of their school year. So ayan po, ito po yung sample. Ito po yung sample. Classroom rules. So you can go through it. It could be something about respect. But here's what I want you to take note of. Classroom rules for reading class. React to the teacher's message once you've read it. Okay, importante yan. Read our text for the day out loud the first time you read it. So you can also ask the students, okay, send a voice message. For students who don't have load for that, okay lang po. Basta kailangan nila gawin tong rule na to. Thumbs up kapag nabasa na ng malakas ang ating text or reading for the day. Pwede yun, no? Or read with a finger under the text. Why? So to guide their, diba? That each word, to read each word. And then raise your hand and wait for the teacher to call your name before you recite. No? So to make sure na organized pa rin ang class discussion. And then number 5, I think this is very important even in the messenger classroom, always answer in full sentences. Always answer in full sentences. Hindi man nila, medyo mahirap lang po gawin sa simula kasi this is text and they're basically writing. But if you ask them to answer in full sentences, then that helps them develop their language, right? The use of the language, whether in Filipino or in English. So most of our class flow here is in English. But if you feel like your student will understand the lesson more, if it's in Filipino or in your local language, your dialect, then feel free to do so. The important thing here is for the students to understand. Okay, saka sa messenger classroom naman po, di ba, parang very conversational naman po siya. So, it's okay. Don't be pressured po, no, to use a foreign language for our students na hindi naman nila maintindihan. So the goal is to really reach our students, no, and deliver the learning to them. So you can also use emojis when setting up your classroom rules. This will help you organize na parang automatic na lang. Okay, they understand, they have a question, they want to share something. You can use the different emojis to do that. Yun, mapapabilis po. Kasi imagine like in the classroom, this is kind of like the non-verbal cues that you get from them. So kung face-to-face, di ba, makikita nyo, nag-raise hand, di ba? Kayo din, meron din kayo signal, keep quiet, no? So this will help make the communication between you and your students more efficient. And then there's also attendance checking, no? Here to emphasize also that their attendance, even in the text-based classroom, is important. React to attendance message, and that's one form to check their attendance. But for us, we've recently done the send their full name for the attendance. No, so makikita rin po kasi dun yung time log. Okay, kakapasok ko lang ni ganitong student. Okay? So, ayan po. That's some ways to check their attendance. Yan. For in the event the student is absent, please create this habit na the parent should give an excuse letter for the child. Ayan. Okay? And then, yan, attendance guideline, carefully plan out how students can catch up. So, you can ask them, okay, if you don't have the signal today, then you can pass next week or tomorrow at 10 a.m. When you have better internet connection, just let us know. Okay, and do note that the students might have a hard time accessing even these platforms. So please do not take it against them if they can't access it right away. No, prioritize the safety and well-being of the students and always engage with care. Always come. I know you do this, teachers, no? Pero ayun lang po, always parang tignan niyo rin po na saan ba nanggagaling mga estudyante, bakit hindi sila nakakapagpasa? Okay, bakit nahihirapan sila mag-attend? Maybe they have internet connection issues, or you can talk to the parents and then plan how you can work on this. So check in with the students first. That's very important. Check in with the students. Why are they absent? And then give them options to catch up with the lesson and provide support as needed. If you can give them parang if you can reply teacher, reply dun sa previous lesson, and then tag them, at least mababalikan nila yon. So ayun, there. Messenger Classroom Basics, there's also the announcement. Karamihan po ay ginagawa na yan. Pwede po yan gamitin. At since mga students or mga parents, ginagamit naman agad, you can just put announcement and then the title para po pag-search din po ng mga magulang, madali po nila ma-backtrack. So, importante na i-label po ng maayos yung announcement. Okay? And then, it can be done real time, and teachers can ask the parents or students to react or reply to the message to acknowledge the receipt of the message. So, ayun po, yun nga lang po, pag magre-reply sa message, it might get flooded. But if they react to the announcement, then makikita nyo, ay, eto, mga nakabasa na, nakaintindi, nagbasa talaga ng announcement. And then teachers can also use polls to get feedback about the class responses. For example, ayan, getting the modules, submission of activities, or if they need help, who needs help with this particular subject or particular topic. So, ayun, matatrack nyo sino mga estudyante na kailangan pa ng tulong, di ba? So, ayun. So, yun po ang Messenger Classroom Basics. Again, this helps set the tone for our students. Ayan, may nag-share dito, I use font generator to give emphasis sa announcement to make it bold or italicized. Yes, meron din po akong font generator. Later, I will show you po during our demo. So, ayan, we'll quickly go over this, and hopefully by 10:15 we're done, so or 10:20. So by 10:20 we'll do our Facebook Messenger demo. Okay? So now let's go to teaching reading. Yes, I'm so excited about this. I really enjoy teaching the students po sa aming community. We teach the students through our text-based classroom. And nakikita ko rin po na may results. May results. So that means even in Messenger, it's effective. It's gonna work. So the only time siguro po na mahihirapan talaga tayo is for the students from kinder to grade 2. So even in AHA Learning Center, hindi po namin sila na-reach through the Messenger Classroom. But we do have some video calls po with them, a video class with them. So since we provide load naman po for the students. But as for Messenger Classroom, medyo mahirap po siya. So we'll focus on the upper grade levels, siguro po mga grade 3 to and up. But teachers from kinder to grade 2, nakita ko po meron mga teachers from kinder to grade 2, you can use Messenger as a tool for reaching the parents naman. How they can teach reading to their kids. No? So you can give some sort of assignment to the parent na, okay, please read this to your child. Diba? So kaya pa rin maabot, magagawan pa rin ng paraan. So, ayun lamang po. We can be creative about it, innovative about it. Yes. So now, let's go to teaching reading. What are strategies in teaching reading inside a low-cost text-based classroom? No, so we have here yung different parts po ng teaching reading. We have check-ins, class previews, lesson proper, reading a text or story, learning check and activities using readily available reading lessons, lesson resources, assessment and assignment. Ayan po, iisa-isahin natin yan. Paano ba na-teach show, no? How can it be possible that I can discuss reading inside my classroom? Pwede po, no? So now, how does a reading text-based classroom look like? So we're gonna go over that and start with the class check-ins and check-outs. So we have this check-in and check-out. So may greeting po yan. Hindi ko na po sinama kasi automatic naman na po yan. We greet the students. Welcome to our English reading class, right? And then we also have the check-in and check-out. Check-ins help know where the students are at, as it also helps set the tone for your class that day. It also let you know which students can be part of the discussion synchronously or asynchronously. So kasi baka po meron pong internet connection delays may mga bata, no? Hindi natin alam. So at least ito, malalaman nyo na agad. Kayang-kaya ko pong sumabay or thumbs up, medyo po, sulput-sulput po ako. Or surprise, hindi po may kailangan akong gawin or may sakit po ako. So ayan, this check-in will also help you. And to add, like later on, you can also add a check-in question, no? Parang to help them warm their brains up. For example, what time of the day do you read? What's your favorite time of the day you read? Okay, what is your favorite book you can share? Or what's your favorite genre, depending on the topic that you have. So as much as possible, check-in questions could also be about your lesson for that day. So that way, mawawarm up na yung kids. Okay, magta-type na ako. Engage na sila simula pa lang. No, hindi lang sila yung nagre-react. Engage na sila, di ba? So that way also, through the check-ins, ma-set na rin yung nila na, okay, baka dapat kailangan na meron akong time na magbasa ako. O kaya saan ba, or where's your favorite reading spot at home? That will also get them to think about reading simula pa lang. Diba? So check-ins and check-outs we can be intentional about it so that, the students can still learn from reading even through our check-ins and check-outs. Then we also have our class preview. Sharing a daily preview before the class begins helps so that each student has an idea of what to expect. So schedule reminders in between breaks also help keep them to be on track. So ayan, yung mga gagawin for the day para alam lang nila no kung ano yung i-expect sa class na yun. At ano yung kailangan nilang gawin. So maybe they need to prepare their notebooks, their pens, etc. So that's one, yung class previews, check-ins and check-outs. Ayan, ito na, yung reading a text or story. So give the text for the children to read. You may opt to give them in one go or divide the text in chunks. So for older grade levels, we give them the text in one go. And sometimes we also give emojis. So kung makikita nyo po, may mga emojis yung mga text. No? So this helps them visualize. Also, depende po sa estudyante nyo eh. Depends on the student's reading level, on your student's reading level, or how you could engage them better, right, into reading. So if you have students who have low motivation in reading, maybe you can use more emojis, right, to engage them into reading. Or if you feel like they have low reading stamina, and you chunk the reading first. And then you can, as time goes by, then you can give longer reading, text reading, no, in one message. So, ayun po, like we do in face-to-face reading classes, there should also be pre and post reading activities to help strengthen the students' comprehension of the text. Or if you want, make them read a chunk of the text, a part of the text, and then give us a question about the text. No? So para may discussion. Okay, sige, basahin niyo na yung next part. Okay, and then maybe a question again. And then, okay, basahin na yung next part. So parang live reading pa rin siya. And having the students respond, really, the goal is to really engage the students, even in a text-based classroom. Right? So, ayan. So, ito sa part na to, you can see that I've asked the students to give a summary of Andres Bonifacio's biography. So, I got this from a Pinterest worksheet, no, yung someone who is the subject of the biography, famous for, what are the person's main accomplishments? So, you can just translate some worksheets into the text-based classroom. It's possible, no? So again, it's really a matter of us delivering the learning to the students and translating it. So kaya naman po yan. Again, if you feel like, masyadong techie to, okay lang po. You can just try. You can ask help from your co-teachers, right? You have co-teachers with you who can help you with that. Teacher, paano ba yung maglagay ng emojis? Ask your co-teachers, or you can go and refer back to our training today, no? And see how to do it nandun sa messenger features. So, ayun po, no? As simple as that. And you can always Google it. So, wag po kayong mag-alala. Wag kayong matakot na gumamit ng ganitong mode. Okay, so yun po yung reading a texter story. So, pwede po magbasa ang mga bata sa loob ng Facebook Messenger Classroom. Posible po. Okay? Na baka matanong niyo lang po, paano po teacher yung mga bata na hindi talaga marunong magbasa? Ayun po, ibang story naman na po yun. Ibang storya na po yun. Baka kailangan po natin yun ng face-to-face or video. Yun lang po, no? But at least this one, we can still teach reading to our students. Right? And then, yan, chunking for discussion. If you have your lesson with you, you can chunk it. Now, deliver the text-based lesson in chunks, dividing the delivery per discussion point, so students have time to discuss among each other. Ask questions and encourage students to participate in the discussion. So, ayan, as you can see, the students are reacting to each chunk of lesson. So, alam na nila yan by that time, hindi sila pwede mag-chat habang nagsisend ng lesson si teacher. No? Na-establish na yon for classroom rules. Okay? So, ayan, you can also see na, okay, nakikinig naman pala sila or nagbabasa naman pala sila. Nabasa na nila to. And then, of course, we can also perform learning check-in activities. So, ayan, set aside time during the session when they need to complete activities in the learning packets. Be clear on the time allotted for work to make the sessions productive. So, for students, for example, wala po sila during that time, we give them time to submit siguro po the next day or later. So, depende po, para they still get to practice it. So, ito po mga learning check-in activities, hindi po siya necessarily graded. It's just a means for the students also to see if they understand it. It's for us to see if they understand it. Since may possibility na copyhin lang nila, no? Especially kung ito ay graded. But you can still use it for assessment, mas lalo na kung open-ended po yung assessment nyo. So here, learning check-in activities, we can use emojis like for multiple choices. For example, the house on the corner of the street is big. Which one is the adjective? Thumbs up if it's street. Heart react for corner. Surprise react if it's big. Okay? And you can also use voice clips. You can ask the students to send voice clips of their answer. Or depende po sa activity nyo, diba? Or you can send the voice clip. So, for example, may sentence, edi mag-send po kayo ng voice clip. Okay? And then, you can also send photos. So, I did not include videos kasi it might take more data during the class discussion. During the class discussion, it might take more data and it might take more time, no, from them. You can give them learning resources after. So for example, if you have an assignment, you can give them a learning resource na pwede nilang puntahan if they need more help and if they can access it. So we have different learning resources and materials. You have YouTube, TED-Ed, Pinterest. Minsan po, yung storyline online for the younger kids. I use some worksheets or posters from Pinterest about different lessons, no? So that madali nila ma-visualize for the students. So, hindi naman po all the time naka-free messenger data yung mga bata, no? So, they can see it when they have their internet connection na may data na po sila or internet connection. And syempre, meron tayong ready, set, read videos, no? So, we have for grade 1, grade 3, grade 5. Pwedeng-pwede nyo pong gamitin sa mga lessons. So, mamaya, papakita ko rin po how we can also use other learning resources to help our students learn more. Okay? So, ayan, makikita nyo po sa screen nyo, no? Yung iba't ibang ready, set, read lessons na pwede nyong gamitin at ibahagi po sa ating mga estudyante. Ayan. So, I hope we're still good. We're almost done and almost into going towards our teaching demo. So, now, we also have assessment. So, class assessments are done free po ba ang videos? Ngayon ko pa lang sasagutin ko na po yan. Yes, free na free po ang videos. You can easily access it through our link, this link. It's in YouTube po, Security Bank Foundation. Pwede nyo po mapanood at i-share po sa inyong mga estudyante. Yan. Okay? So now let's go to assessment. No, again, you can give an assessment to the students. It could be short quizzes or have them submit it after the allotted time. So you can have them submit it to the class. Depende po sa inyo o kaya po sa i-message po kayo. No, so there, the assignment, homework helps reinforce your students. Yun po yung sa assessment. Although, yung pinaka-assessment po namin siguro, maganda po kung like may mga evaluation din po yan. So for our assessment, we ask the students, what are you most proud of? What did you learn from our lesson today? What do you need help with? Yes, of course, the best for you teachers. Ayan. And then we'll have the assignment. Homework helps reinforce your students' understanding of the lesson. Set a deadline when you expect the students to submit them via your messenger group chat. I encourage you to give us fun assignments. Ayan po. English lesson 3. In your notebook, write down 10 nouns that you see at home. Okay? Di ba parang madali lang po yun? Pa-identify na nila yung nouns. Tapos, at the same time, it's within their environment then. So, it's something that they would also be interested in. Makikita nyo rin po kung ano ba yung mga meron sa bahay nila. Hindi ko naman, not for privacy issue, pero at least alam nyo po kung ano po yung environment ng mga bata, kung ano po yung interest nila, ano po yung mga makaka-relate sila. Diba? So, dual purpose at madali lang po, diba? So, yan, pwede. At bigyan nyo po yung time. You may submit your assignment until Monday, Feb 21, 10 a.m. So, as you can see, I also put their assignment, English Lesson 3. Para madaling makita pag search. Okay? So, ayan po. 10:20 na. So, if I could have 3 more minutes for this. Messenger as a tool for teaching reading. A reading classroom as a safe space. No? How do we create a virtual environment that promotes love for reading? So, here we have check-in and check-outs, class engagement, empathy circles, or you can even have book clubs. So, ayan po. Through Messenger classroom, no? So the goal is for any type of learning modality, your classroom should be a safe space for each and every child. So even for parents. So that's the goal, for you to create a safe space for each and every child. And if there's a safe space in a reading classroom, then that classroom can promote their love for reading, which is very essential in learning how to read. Love for reading, napaka-importante niyan. Love for reading. So if you can type in the chat box, love for reading, the very essence, no? To learn how to read. If they have that love for reading, then, no, madali na po yan na matuto kahit nasa text-based classroom. No, if they develop that interest in reading, their love for reading, tuloy-tuloy na po yan. So even if you're in a messenger classroom, you can do that. You can promote this love for reading through your check-in and check-out. No, encourage discussion about books or texts that students are interested in. Use check-ins and check-outs effectively to connect them to the lesson for the day. So minsan po may mga estudyante po na baka interested sa comic books. Start with that. And then you can also talk about the books that you're interested in na maaaring maging interested sila. So the goal here is for them to develop that love for reading. When or where do you love to read at home? Share a line from your favorite book. Diba? What is one book that you'd recommend to your friend? Who is your favorite character? Get them to talk about these things, no? And then, marirelate din nila yun sa mga lesson na, ay, parang si ganito yan sa mga napanood ko. Kahit nga yun nga eh. Or nabasa kong comics. Diba? Encourage them. And then there's class engagement during the whole class session. Create a space where children can share their thoughts and ideas on what they've read during class discussions. Make sure to give immediate feedback. No? Catch that moment na, uy, gusto niya ng reading. No? Keep them interested, engage them, catch them. No? Press thumbs up if you read or reviewed our discussion. Yan, that's one thing. Or press thumbs up if their response is about reading, about their love for reading, anything about reading, na parang ma-encourage sila lalo na, uy, I talked about reading and the teacher liked it. Right? What are some questions that you have about this book? Please be open for any question. Please be open. I let the child be curious. Kahit anong tanong yan, no? Let the child be curious. No? And then, kung hindi niyo alam yung sagot, okay lang po. I know you're a teacher, and you should know your subject. But if there are some things that you don't know about, it's okay. Then engage them. Okay, then we can find out. Can you help me find out? Right? And then, what do you think about this part of the story or lesson? So you can ask these simple questions that can be answered through the messenger classroom. Na-promote na yung love for reading. And then there are empathy circles. Help children develop their love for reading by helping them see how relevant reading is in their lives. No? During empathy circles, ask them, what are you most proud of? What do you like the most about your reading? So at the end of the reading class, what are you most proud of in our class? Diba? They can see na, oh, I was able to I was able to read a book in a week. Celebrate it with them. Celebrate what they're most proud of, kahit gaano kaliit yan. I was able to read a page today. Okay lang, celebrate it. Now, if it's a win for them, celebrate that win for them. And how are you different from the name of a character from the book that the class read, right? Pwede rin po yun. So engage them about reading. You can easily do so in a messenger classroom, right? So, ayun teachers. Kaya po yan, di ba? Ayan, ang dami po nagchat about love for reading. No? With all those things, no? The setting of the tone to make sure that children are ready for learning in a messenger classroom, to actually teaching reading in a class, in a text-based classroom, to creating this or promoting the love for reading, no, inside this classroom. Ayan na, di ba? Parang it's a package. Pwedeng-pwede in a text-based classroom. And now, it's time to do a teaching demo po with the participants that we have in our Facebook Messenger. Thank you so much, teachers, for tuning in, no, at being so engaged in our chat box. So I can see that some are also saying hi and good morning in our YouTube live now. So now it's time to apply the different strategies and practices in teaching reading in a low-cost text-based classroom. So our goal is to finish by 10:45 a.m. So there might be some parts that I have to rush through. So, ayun. Saka medyo maikli lang po yung lesson. Hindi po siya yung super complete na lesson for the sake of time since we're just doing this for 20 minutes or so. So, ayan, I hope that the teachers who are in the Facebook Messenger demo are ready. You can go to your cell phone and then log into our chat box para po makasama po kayo. While those who are in the Zoom and YouTube Live, you can still participate. Try to answer po, no? Try to be part of the class. Okay? So, text pa rin naman po yan, di ba? So, pwede po. So, pwede pa kayong gumamit ng mga emojis dyan. Currently, we are 2,300 teachers po inside the Zoom. So, that's so... I'm so happy to be here in this space with you. Thank you so much, teachers, for being here. Ayan. So, I hope you're all ready, no? Na, ayan, participate through our Facebook group chat, Zoom chat box, or, sorry, that's YouTube live comment section. So, the title of our chat is Facebook Messenger for Learning Delivery. Of our chat group chat, Facebook Messenger for Learning Delivery. And please refrain from sending any messages before the facilitators go signal. So if you would allow me to set my screen first, set up my screen for the demo. Ayan. Please give some time. Ayan. So meron na pong ilan na nagme-message na sa ating chat box. Thank you, teachers, for being here. Ayan, ang dami rin naka-raise hands pero wala pa naman akong tanong. Pero later po magtatanong po ako. Ayan. Ayan. Okay, let's go. Are you all ready for our class? If teachers, ready na, i-type po ang AHA sa ating group chat. Ready na. Ayan. Okay. So, meron lang ditong Q&A. What is the maximum time for video calls? Yung maximum time for video, nag-aha sila sa ating GC. Okay lang. Okay, what is the maximum time for our video calls? Again, it's up to you, teachers. You have to consider the time or the load capacity po ng mga students natin, yung internet connection capacity po nila. Ayun po. Ayan. So if you excuse me lang po, wait lang. Okay. Okay. So can we pin announcements? No, we can't pin announcements sa Facebook chat, sadly. But you can use the reply feature every now and then para, okay, kids, balikan nyo po itong message na to, basahin nyo. Is room different from groups? Room po is for video lang. So, hindi po natin siya hindi po siya gagamitin sa ating text-based classroom. Okay? All right. Okay, I think we're ready. Ayan, mukhang ready na. Ay, may mga na-add pa. Pero I hope as we do this messenger classroom, wala po muna mag-i-interrupt, no, as I send messages. Okay? So, ewan ko po kung maririnig nyo pa rin po ba ako? Thumbs up po kung naririnig sa ating chat, Zoom chat. Okay. Sige, okay lang po. Yan. Thank you, teachers. Okay. Now, I'm going to officially start our demo for our Facebook Classroom. But before that, I would like to give some explanation muna. As you can see on my screen, I have on the left the Zoom chat, the Facebook Messenger chat, no? So the group chat of my class. And then on my right, the lesson plan that I prepared. So in my lesson plan, nandiyan na po yung naka-divide. So nakikita nyo na, ito yung mga parts ng class ko. May greetings, check-in, attendance, class rules. And then on the right, yung script po. Ito yung mga isi-send po. So there are parts na, ayan, naka-bullet. So ibig sabihin, I will send this in chunk. And wait for some, maybe depending on it, wait for the students to respond. Okay? So ganun po siya. And as you can see, there are already emojis in my lesson plan. So, pwede naman po posible na. So, pwede naman kayo gumawa na ng template on how to do this. Diba? So, ayan, para nakaset na. Pwede nyo na gawin. Ang iibahin nyo na lang, yung lesson mismo. So, it's kind of like doing your lesson plan pa rin. Pero, text-based na talaga. Na text. So, ayan. Okay? So teachers will stop adding na po. So please, I hope you understand that we can't really accommodate a lot of teachers in our group chat. But you are free to watch it live here. Mag-share lang po kayo sa ating chat box, no? Kung makakapag-respond kayo, please feel free to do so. I will do my best also to try to respond to you sa ating chat box. Okay, so now I officially start the demo. So here, as you can see, I am going to start my class with my greeting. And I would like to note, no, see, I put the date and the lesson that I have for that day. Para pag babalikan ng mga bata, ayan. Ay, sorry, that's grade 5, Andres, sorry. That's supposed to be grade 5, Andres. So again, I can unsend it. I can unsend it. Ayan. And then share it with my class. Ayan. Okay. And then I'll start with the check-in. I can send this right away. Since naka-chunk naman siya, mas madaling makita ng mga bata. So here, they can choose an emoji to show how they are feeling right now. Are they angry, happy, excited, sad, scared, worried? Ayan, may mga excited. So again, if I click it, makikita ko, ito yung mga sagot nila. So maganda pong mag-lesson or mag-class kapag nasa laptop. Okay? Kasi nandiyan na po yung script nyo, nandiyan na yung mga ano nyo. So ayan, may mga students na nagre-reply dyan. So you can tell them, I encourage everyone to react to the message instead of replying with the emojis. So you can do that, no? So not everything is on the script. Ito-type mo. So depende sa flow ng lesson nyo. So ayan, okay? And then for our attendance, please type your full name. So ideally, inside the classroom, meron tayong mga 20 to 30 students. So I think medyo madami po tayo sa loob ng group chat. So ayan, for your attendance, please type your full name. Oh, thank you teachers for sharing your full names here. Ayan. So makikita nyo rin yung time na nag-send sila niyan. So if I go here, I can see, wait lang. Ayan, 10:33 a.m. So hindi lang nakikita ng buo. But if I put here, ayan, 10:33 a.m. So nag-hover lang yung mouse ko doon. Nakita ko na, okay, si Ellen, 10:33, nandito na sa classroom. Okay? So, ayan. Now, thank you for, ayan, pati yung mga teachers sa ating Zoom chat. Thank you so much po. Ayan, so thank you for the attendance. Let's proceed to the next part of our class. Ayan. So, yan. Yan. Katulad yan. So, you have to be careful. Hindi ko pala na-send yung buo. I can remove it. And then, just make sure that everything for that part is included. Okay, time check, 10:34 na po. Okay? So, I'll make it quick. So, ayan, if you remember these rules, give this message a heart react. So, they'll give a heart react. So, maybe wait for like 10 to 20 heart reacts. Then, you can proceed. So, maybe for this class, as the students are getting used to the class, they will realize na, okay, magre-react pala ako dapat. Okay, so you just have to be patient, no? Kasi since we're doing this the first time with you, then it's okay. You can just remind them. Okay, so here I'm gonna send the class preview, and then if you're ready, give me a heart react. Or here. So I can also do this. Meron din mga shortcut, no, for the lessons. Okay. Okay, so if you're ready, give me a heart react. Okay? Give me a heart react. Ayan. 25. So you can see, no, andyan na sila. 25, 26. Right? So that's fine. That means that, okay, most of my students are ready, so I can start my class. Yeah. So the class is about context clues. And before we start the discussion, I need your help with this first. Okay? So usually the students, they thumbs up it. Pag ayan, naka-thumbs up na. Kahit hindi ko sabihin i-thumbs up kasi nabasa na nila. So nagta-thumbs up na sila. Or whatever react, like a heart react. So I received some, ayan, nagkamali ako ng copy-paste. So I'm gonna remove that again. So see how unsend the message is helpful. No, kasi it will disrupt the the flow of your work. So double check na lang before entering. My mistake then. Are you ready? Ayan. So you can also edit messages, your script along the way. Kung parang may typo ka dyan, so okay lang, di ba? Okay. Ayan, if you're ready, give this message a heart react. So hindi pa siya nagsisend for some reason. I'm not sure if this is my internet. So at least you know then, no? You'll know then at your end as a teacher na bakit parang hindi pa nagre-respond yung mga bata. Maybe you have to check, nagsisend pa yung aking message. Okay, so ayan, nangyayari to actually when I did my demo before, medyo matagal siya, no? So I have to check sa phone ko if it's really sending. So I hope it's sending. Ayan. So you can also check with your phone kung nagsisend na ba siya. Okay. So is this my internet? Okay. Maybe I have to refresh this. I have to pause my share first and refresh. Make sure na okay po ang lahat. Pasensya na for the technical glitch. But again, I think this is just during the demo because I'm using Zoom and then my other laptops are open. Opo, pag may na yung signal. Ay, ayan! Ayan! Okay. So now I can send this part. Okay. Ayan. So, and then send this. Yeah, this is what your text message says. Yeah. So here I ask, Joe, I'm eager to tell you all about my vacation. I can't wait. What do you think the word eager means? Does it mean excited or tired? So yeah, excited or tired? Ayan, may sumasagot na rin sa ating Zoom chat. Thank you so much, teachers. Ayan, ang dami nang sumagot. No, we have 36 respondents. We can see, no, di ba? Ilan na ba sa klase ko ang nakakasagot nito? So now wait for the students to give their answers. And now I'll give my next question. Hindi ko lang na-establish, no, to raise their hand. So if you could raise your hand, teacher, how did you know? Please raise your hand if you want to answer. I'll call you when you can give your answer. Ayan. So you can do the raise hand emoji. Actually, you can set sorry, excuse me, I have to fix my screen for a bit. Yeah. You can use this part. So yeah, the settings to change the emoji para mas makakita ng mga bata. Yung raise hand emoji. So you can set the standard emoji for raise hand, to raise hand. So again, ayan, medyo mabagal po ulit ang aking laptop. But ayan. So may raise hand po dyan. Ayan, raise hand. So the students can use it to raise their hands. No? So marami po dito nag-raise hands. So I'll just call one of the students to raise their hands. So si Teacher Jason. Jason. Okay. So I can tag them and type at Jason. Okay, hindi siya makita ng aking laptop at Crystal. Okay. I'll just respond through my phone kasi hindi po siya nag-aano. At Jason. Ayan. Can you please share your answer? Sorry po, dahil nagtatype po ako sa aking phone. Ayan. Can you please share your answer? Ayan. Okay, so I wait for Jason to give his answer. Ayan, my answer is excited teacher. Okay, how did you know that the word eager means excited? What helped? Okay, maybe just that. How did you know? So you can do that, diba? Parang simple questions like that, nakakatulong na mag-create ng discussion. Okay, so for example, a child answered without raising their hand. Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand before you answer. Ayan. Okay. So, depende din talaga sa flow ng discussion, no? How the students are. Normally, if I don't share my screen, this is really fast. So, forgive me if my device is not making up for the load po. I mean, the heavy processing po ng sharing screen and at the same time doing this in chatting po. Okay, so yan, you can do that. Okay. Yan, so yan, nagkamali na naman ako ng send, naklik ko siya. So maybe Jason can answer that, or I'll ask Rona. So check niyo po kung sino yung mga hindi pa nakakapag-share. You can ask them to share. Sige. Hindi ko na po matatag kasi, so ito, pwede ako mag-reply kung hindi nyo matag. Rona, can you please help Jason? Ayan. So, you can do that, right? So, yan. Pwede kayo mag-react. Pwede nyo itag yung bata pag mag-recite na po sila. Okay. So, and then you wait. And then, this is what you can do. You can give a quiet emoji para po, okay, stop raising your hands na. So, quiet emoji, depende po, pwedeng ganyan yung quiet emoji. Yes, not all po, depende po sa signal nila, but at least this is something that we can use now mismo for the students who can join. At least somehow we get to reach the students po, no? This platform is low cost, text-based. If they have the device, at least a mobile phone and a signal po for a signal, they can access this through the free version of Facebook. Okay, so let's just assume that they answered. So the students might answer, I looked for it in the dictionary, teacher, or I asked my mom or dad. Ayan, by reading the other words from the sentence, and then you can ask, what words help you? What words help you? What words help you? Right, as simple as that. Okay. So let's see. So you can also share your answer, Rabi. So ganyan, you can ask multiple students also to answer. Pwede naman yun kasi magtutulungan sila. Ayan. So for example, okay lang naman. Yes po, I agree, Teacher Alfie, that some students, yun nga po, banggit ka naman po kanina, yung expectation po that there are some students, no, that can't access it because of the poor signal. Yes, so yan. So some of you thought, so since they answered the context clue na, I don't have to send this, right? So let's try it. The words I can't wait help us figure out that the meaning of eager is excited. Good job. then you can mention the name of the kids who answered. So then you can introduce this. Today, we're going to talk about to learn to figure out the meaning of a word without looking for it in the dictionary. And all we need are context clues. Ayan. And then, ayan, so you can still keep on asking them just to make sure. The reason why, bakit palagi may are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Kasi we want to make sure that the students are still there, right? Na engaged pa rin sila. So you can see how many there are. Ayan, it seems like everyone's ready. So let's start. So now I'm just going to send the lesson in chunks. As you can see sa aking lesson plan, naka-chunk na siya. Ayan. Okay? So, I would also like to note na, ayan, I put lesson proper context clues English lesson 5. Para alam namin na yan yung lesson for that day. At mababalikan nga siya again sa search. So I'll just give them time to read it. Ayan, kung makikita nyo na meron ng mga nag-react, so I can proceed to the next one. So hindi ko na po babasahin isa-isa pa. Isa-send ko na lang po hindi ko na po siya ila-live read for everybody. Ayan, but I hope you see it on the screen, teachers, sa mga nasa YouTube live. I hope you see it on the screen. Ayan, as you can see, no, ayan na, nakikita nyo na the students are reacting to it, na, ano sila, nakikita nila. And as you can see, if you notice, there are some words na naka-camouflage. No? So, there's also this instant that I am going to send a voice message of our sample sentence to help them also understand. So, pwede rin naman yun. So, add and then send a voice clip. Others make use of camouflage, which is a means of distinguishing oneself for protection. So, as you can see, I even use a voice message para, alam niyo yun, for some students, baka hindi sila familiar din in reading it. So, a voice message will also help. Again, this is low cost. So, pwede pong at marinig pa rin ng mga bata. And then, you proceed with the lesson. Yan. So I was told that I can extend for a bit. I hope it's okay with you, teachers, para we can see it until the end of the lesson. Okay po? And then I understand that some of you have poor internet signal. Okay lang po. I think you can still watch it sa YouTube po, no? If I'm not mistaken, with our Security Bank Foundation team, I think you can still watch it. Ayan. So, let's just assume that I'm going to send the voice message for each. No? Kunyari na lang po, nag-send ako ng voice message. Just so we can go na immediately to the next. Ayan. So, here, for example, no, baka puro lesson na lang yung sinesend mo. You can still engage the students, no, na, do you have an example for this? No? What do you think about this? No? So, do you have any questions so far? You can do that. So, as you can see, yung parang pinaka-lesson, diba, kinakopy ko na lang mula sa aking lesson plan or lesson guide. Nagawa nyo na ano nyo na. So, ang pinaka-work nyo as a teacher during the lesson is to engage the kids. So, if you feel like, wait lang, parang hindi naiintindihan ng mga bata. Parang kailangan pa nila ng tanong, diba? So, I keep on sending this lang. Pero, you can have them, okay, ano sa tingin nyo yung word na gregarious, what do you think it means? Right? So if it's an antonym clue, what could be the antonym of gregarious? Okay, so ayan. Ay, sorry. Did I send it again? I sent it again. Okay, ayan po. Remove natin to. Ayan. So that you can also see the next part of the ano. So meron din syempre parang summary. And then at the end of the lesson, ayan. So at the end of the lesson, do you have any questions? And if there's none, can we give a hard react to this message? So wait lang. Mali po yung ano ko, yung punctuation mark. I can unsend it. Again, it's very important to model the right way to use the language. So, ayan. You can freely edit it. Oh! I see my teacher from kinder here. Si Teacher Susan Damali. Hello po, ma'am. Hello po, Miss Damali. Ayan, teacher ko yun from kinder. Hi, nice to see you, ma'am. I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor to be here. Ayun na po. Thank you po. Ayun, kinilig lang ako kasi nandito yung teacher ko ng kinder. Anyway, I would like to catch up with you, ma'am, later. Ayan. So, ayan. If there are no questions, then we can proceed to the practice activity. Ayan. So, ito po siguro yung pinaka-ano natin. Okay. Okay, so yan, a few things from Security Bank Foundation. You can watch the video again from the training after this through the YouTube link or the link that we'll share with you later. And then the group chat will be used for the demo only. So we'll close it na po after. So ayun na po. So you can refer to the training video para po makita niyo po. And we'll provide the lesson guide to you. Give it to you para po you can refer to it again. Okay? So here, the practice activity na po. Ayan, please get ready. So you can also send this picture. So as you can see, I have prepared na. No? So this column is pictures to send. Para if you have pictures to send, you can also do that. And aside from sending a picture, I'm going to send a text version of this picture. Wait lang po, hindi pa rin po paste. Ayan. So, sana ma-paste na po. Yung sa GC po, okay na po. Please be here. Try to engage here na lang po sa ating chat box, sa ating Zoom chat. Ayan. Yes, you'll have a copy of the sample script. Kung makakapunta po kayo ng Padlet, makikita niyo po doon yung mga links, importanteng links na kailangan po natin. Yes. Okay, hindi ko po yung picture, but sige po, alam ko na yung gagawin ko. I-screen cap ko na lang siya. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I'm having a technical difficulty lang po for a bit. Okay, so let's just assume that I sent the picture. Sorry, kasi po may time limit tayo. But worry not, kung hindi nyo naman po masend yung picture, pwede po ninyo na isend yung text version nito. Ayan, text version. We'll all work at the practice chat. Yan. So wait for them to give a wow react. And then you send the instructions. Yan. Thank you so much, teachers. And then you send the items if they're ready. Once they're ready. So ito po yun. So ayan. Ayan. And then, ayan, wrote ang sagot nila. So, ayan, nakita nyo naman na maraming nagsumasagot ng wrote. So, wala pang nag-heart. makikita nyo kasi yung reactions na lalabas eh. Heart or thumbs up, right? So that means, okay, good job. The correct answer is right. So this is actually a 5-item or 6-item practice activity. Ayan. So as simple as that, makakakuha na kayo kagad ng feedback sa mga bata. Right? And madali na lang na magbigay. So you can also provide the explanation. Our context clue is letters or our answer is rope. And so on and so forth. Ayan. So ayan, nakikita nyo nag-heart react. So the correct answer is heart. And as you can see, meron ding emojis sa explanation. May emojis din sa explanation to guide. So I'm not going to give all the reactions. I'll just say thank you, grade 5 Andres, for participating in our practice activity. And then, good job. Simple as that. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions before I give my assignment, your assignment. Sorry. Ayan, before I give the assignment. So, as you can see, I can edit, diba? Thumbs up if you have none, so you can do that. And then give the assignment. Okay, and then the assignment. So it's just a 3-item kasi diba? But it's, again, it depends, diba? You may submit your homework until Friday, February 21. And then, if, especially, this is a lesson for them. If they need more help understanding context clues, you may also watch this Ready, Set, Read video lesson. So you can share this resource, or you can send them pictures like a poster to guide them in figuring out context clues, how we can use context clues. So ayan, so in their free time when they have load, they can go to it. It's a fun video. So additional po talaga. And then thank you for your active participation in our class today. We can always go back to this lesson. Ayan, you can give them a guide on how they can go back to the lesson. And then when's the time to message you if they have questions. And then this is where we end our lesson. Thank you. And see you next week. Again, this is a script for an English class. But if I'm actually an AHA, what we do is we teach in Filipino. We teach English in Filipino. Kasi po mas madali po sa kapag binabasa po ng mga bata, mas naiintindihan nila. But it's up to you. Again, it's up to you how you're going to teach it, what your school policy is, right? So, ayun po, this is a guide for all of you. So, thank you so much, teachers. I hope, actually po, mas marami po pong interaction po yung mga bata, especially during class discussions. It's really up to you how you're going to utilize our messenger classroom to make it more meaningful for the students. It's really not just about just sending the lesson. It's creating that environment for the students where they can learn more, ask questions, and feel like they're in the classroom, right? So, ayan, I'll go back to slide presentation. Sorry. Thank you so much. I've been reading a lot of your messages. So parang, okay. Thank you so much then po, teachers. And I would like to get your feedback then. So if you can share, give 2 to 3 strategies that you would like to try out in your text-based classroom. Please share your answers through our Padlet. So again, in TE Padlet Messenger 0218-2022, please go there and just share it. No, I would like to see, ayan, kamustahan are the status of the learners? Yes, it's very important. Maganda po yun na gawin. Making follow-up and discussions about their difficulties. Yes, follow-up feedback, very important. It will really engage our learners. No? What else? Sending clips, the voice clips, conducting follow-ups in kamustahan online. Again, this will really help in your text-based reading classroom. No? You can give them references or other sources of the lesson. Share PowerPoint and voice clips, yes. Pag may internet na po sila, pwede po nilang balikan. So, I hope teachers, you can take your time to read through it, go through it, no? Yan. Thank you so much, teachers. At, ayan, meron din po tayo mga pabaon dito. So, I would like to also ask for your questions. If you have questions, go to the Padlet and then share it. And then please share what strikes you the most. Ayan, I would like to go through it before, after our question and answer. We have here some questions, I believe. No, so I'll go through some questions, and I think Security Bank Foundation team, please let me know when my time limit is para hand over ko na po sa inyo. But let's go through some questions first. Questions about Facebook Messenger as a tool in teaching reading. How are we utilized? Oh, okay. How do we utilize or get a tool? The Facebook Messenger is free. You can download it po sa inyong phone sa App Store or sa Play Store if you're using an Android, or you can just simply use your browser and type messenger.com or facebook.com. Pero mas madali po kung messenger.com. Okay? Is there any way students can view videos or link without a load? Sad to say po, they need to load their data before they can view the videos or link. Kasi po, ang Facebook Messenger, again, is the free version. They can just view the text. They can view the videos after kapag may load na po sila. So they can go back to it. How do we get the tool and send it through the pupils? Dear pupils, just tell the parents and students to download Messenger in their phones, or if they have their laptops with them, simply go to messenger.com. Sharing the template. Yes, ma'am. No worries. You can share the template. You can edit it as you want. We're sharing it as a PDF po eh. So, I hope that's okay with you. You can copy-paste it naman po sa inyong Word para po ma-edit niyo po siya. So, no worries. Pabaon, what strikes you the most? Okay. Question pa po muna. We have more questions here. Is there any way I can save ahead my text type reading materials, a feature in the Messenger classroom, in preparation for my class schedule? Say tomorrow. I mean, I have to type it in kasi in real time, a long reading text. Yes, ma'am, as you can see, what I did was I used on the side, I used my Google Docs. So, meron po dyan. At, sorry po, hindi ko po pala nabanggit kanina. Nakaabang na rin po yung Twitter fonts generator. Ayan. So, I can type whatever. So, if I write comfortable, ayan, meron na po mga Twitter fonts na kapag kinopy-paste nyo po dun sa, dito sa Google Docs or even dun sa chat mismo, makikita po yon as is. So, the thing is, meron lang po ilang devices na hindi mababasa. Yes. And another tip po pala, you can go to emojipedia.org para po for the emojis. So if you have like, I want to show hamburger, if you have a topic about hamburger, then you have the hamburger emoji, and then you just copy it, and then you can paste it po sa inyong, copy it, copy, and then paste na po sa document, right? Okay, and then what else? Soft copy, yes, you can definitely get it. How to document the authenticity of the learner's reading. Ayan. So that's something that we have been trying to figure out, right? So, maganda lang po na maturo po natin sa mga bata yung, ayun nga, love for reading and then the authenticity to learn how to read. So that way, kasi po if we tone it po na in a way na, okay, I'm going to check how good you are at reading. Parang, syempre, the parents also would want na, okay, kailangan 100% yung bata, dapat perfect yung bata. So, I'm gonna do everything para mag-perform yung mga bata ng maayos sa ating, sa kanyang reading class. So, it means that everything that they need to do, even if I have to answer their module or do the reading for them, I would. But if maybe instead of doing that, maybe we can focus on how can we teach our kids to love reading, to learn how to read talaga, to have that authentic love for learning, for reading. Then baka bago po yun. Baka instead of worrying about the authenticity of the reading assessment, maybe mas makikita na lang, mas maiisip ng mga bata na kailangan ko gawin yung reading assessment ko na maayos para alam ni teacher kung paano ako tutulungan lalo na mas matuto pa. Para mas matuto pa ako na magbasa ko. Ano pa yung mga kailangan ko matutong nabasahin. Okay? So if they see the need for them to do the assessment properly, that it's not just a tool to evaluate them, right? Then, ayun, makikita nila na, okay, kailangan pala to. So I need to do this right. So, really, it's really a matter of setting that tone. Do you have any recommendations on reading materials related to math topics as well? So as for math, well, we have literature. If you're asking like for storybooks, we have literature such as mga Adarna books. I forgot When Zero Left Numberland. That's one. Ayun. So yeah. So I'm just not very familiar with the different reading materials for math topics, but I'm sure there are a lot, sa Adarna. Or you can make your own reading material. Kung makaka-attend po kayo ng Teaching at the Right Level, you will be encouraged to make your own reading material. Pwede po yan para sa inyong learners. Okay? Pwede po ba makahingi ng sample lesson? Yes, ma'am. Hello po, paano po si grade 1 learners? Pwede po ba ang Facebook Messenger learning delivery na to? Paano? Again, like I mentioned, you can discuss or communicate with the parents and then give them activities, suggestions, tips, no? So yun po talaga through the parents, no? So you need the help of the parents. Okay? So I think we've answered a lot of questions. Ayan, is Twitter fonts applicable in mobile phones? Yes po. I think applicable po siya. There will be just some devices na hindi po applicable. So just take note of that. Ask your students kung makikita po nila. So as you can see here in my phone, ayan. Naman ko po kung nakikita niyo, but yung celestial bodies kanina, naka-font po siya the way sa Twitter font po. Okay, so now I think it's time to read your pabaon. Thank you so much, teachers, for your questions. Very helpful. Here, pabaon. What strikes you the most about today's session? I'm curious that maybe I did miss some details in using Facebook Messenger. Well, I'm glad I hope somehow during our training session today na nagkaroon pa po kayo ng idea how you can utilize yung Facebook Messenger more fully. Here, sabi ni Ma'am Rona, just so wow that Messenger is also an excellent avenue as LMS. Yes, a learning management system. Yes, pwede po, di ba? They already have a paper for this. And again, sabi nga po ni Teacher Jayton, we are cited in the Massachusetts Institute of Learning, of Technology, I mean. So, pwede po, di ba? Possible na re-recognize din po ng ibang institutions that the Facebook Messenger could be a learning management system. Learning made easy and available even to the less fortunate, sabi nga, no? ni Teacher Maria Teresa. Just realizing how valuable Facebook Messenger to us, especially in discussing a lesson. Yes, thank you so much for sharing that, ma'am. And then we are so lucky that this pandemic existed in the era where most people are digital natives. Exactly. Your students are digital natives. So if you worry about how is this going to be helpful for the students, our students are digital natives. They're gonna get used to it. Our students are used to text-based messenger classroom, kaya alam na po nila yung flow, yung etiquette, no, behind it. And then teachers have become so resilient and that we learn to become more resourceful and pathfinders, that we are even turning Messenger as a good avenue in order for us to deliver instructions and make education happen. Yes! And we thank you, teachers, for that. We thank you, teachers, for this, because naniniwala po ako kung gaano kayo creative, no? At how this will evolve also, how this will improve depending on what our students need. No, so ang dami na po natin pinagdaanan at ang dami na po din natin nagagawa. And I'm sure we'll keep on looking for tools, for strategies, for practices that we can use to give the best learning for our students. So thank you so much, teachers, for that. Ayan, maximizing the use of emojis, easy way to make my class, realize that technology helps a lot for the teachers and pupils. This is a new useful perspective on how we can use Messenger in teaching. We can use Messenger as a tool for teaching students. Ayan. It's a great help during this time of the pandemic. Ayan. Thank you so much, teacher. There's so much pabaon in this. Instead of using it just for sending announcements, videos, files for the kids, we can also use Facebook Messenger to teach kids in reading. And I can add this as an easy way to teach my students in reading. I now realize how valuable Facebook Messenger as a tool in learning. Thank you so much po, ma'am, for sharing this. Yes, this is my goal. This is our goal together with Security Bank Foundation, that you'll see Facebook Messenger not just for sending, right? So for sending announcement or communicating lang with the parents, but you can also use this for learning, for your students to learn more. So we'll make the most out of everything that we have. So we have limited resources. Our students have limited resources. So let's make the most out of it. And I think na you realize that after this training. So yay! Thank you so much. Goal achieved. Ayan, this day I know how to use Facebook Messenger and how it can help teachers impart learning more effectively to students. Ayan, thank you so much. Superb. Ayan. This made us excited to explore more Messenger teachers, to explore Messenger more, to deliver education to our students, specifically this time of the pandemic. Great, great. Appreciate the value of Messenger. Thank you so much, teacher. Thank you so much for being here and for being part of this discussion, of this training. I'm very happy na ang rich din po ng mga pabaon nyo. Thank you so much, teachers. And I hope we'll see you in the next sessions sa ating Security Bank Foundation training series, teacher training series. So now, syempre, no, I just want to make sure that you really learn from our training sessions today. So if you can go to our learning check link, no, bit.ly/session1-learning check, please do so. Ibibigay po din namin ang link sa ating chat box. Ayan. Oh, tama ba? Oh, okay. So I think you have to answer the other one. Yeah, the other one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Sorry, mali pa yung link sa ating video. Can I just copy this so that I can send this link instead? Okay. Ayan. So, yan, mali po pala yung link. Oops. I copied the slide instead of the link. Ayan. Okay, yan. So, please answer our learning check. Yan. Kasama na po ang inyong, to earn a certificate of attendance, please accomplish this post-training evaluation form. Ayan. We would love to hear, no? Also, kung ano po yung natutunan nyo mula sa ating training sessions today. So, I hope na marami po kayo natutunan at marami kayong nabaon para po sa inyong mga estudyante. I'm so excited to hear about what you have gotten from this training session. So, again, thank you so much. At Ang pabaan ko po ay ito. Tayo po ang pagbabagong ating hinihintay at ayun po, madadala po natin to sa ating mga estudyante. You may visit our Facebook page, our Instagram, or you can email our training and development team if you want to. If you have more questions about Facebook Messenger, ayan po ang ahalearningcenter.tv@gmail.com. Again, I'm Teacher Joe from AHA Learning Center, and muli po, tayo po ang pagbabagong ating hinihintay. Sir Carlo from Security Bank Foundation, handing it over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Teacher Joe, for that training session. Talagang marami pong natutunan yung ating mga guro. Thank you again. Just a few announcements before we proceed. Please do not be surprised if you receive a different invitation. Please anticipate a prompt that you'll be elevated to the level of Zoom panelist. This will allow you to be able to turn on your cameras for our group picture later. So our team, kasama po yung ating mga members po sa both AHA and Security Bank Foundation, will slowly invite everyone to become panelists so that you'd be able to turn on your cameras for this session. So just please give us time to be able to do that. We also noticed that there were certain questions from our teachers. Let's just allow me to just answer them immediately now. Yes po, the templates, the copy of the template that Teacher Joe used will be shared to you and will be emailed. If you recall, you were able to register to our Zoom. So dun din po namin ipapadala yung template po na nagamit natin ngayong umaga. Secondly, also we'd like to let you know that some teachers reached out to us that they were unable to access our Zoom link. So don't worry, there are two ways that you can still register. The first one is that if you continue to watch us via Facebook Live, and if you are able to also answer our post-evaluation questionnaire rather, we will still grant and recognize your attendance, and we will also be sending you a certificate. Now, as mentioned prior to the start of the webinar, you need to accomplish the post-training evaluation form to earn a certificate of attendance. May we ask you to please refer to the QR code projected on the screen or to the link which can now be found on the chat box. Kindly accomplish this within the day. And note that the evaluation combines the post-training participant assessment, where you need to get a passing score of at least 70%, and also your personal evaluation of how the training has been conducted. As you make use of these new strategies, please also don't forget to take screenshots, photos, or video clips of your engagement with your students within 3 months from today and submit it through the post-training monitoring and evaluation form now posted on the screen. We will select 5 teachers with the best submission in our post-training monitoring and evaluation form to win a monetary incentive of at least 500 per person. Lastly, we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming webinars. These 2 webinars now projected on the screen are highly recommended for teachers, non-teaching staff, and parents. You may take a screenshot of this slide or refer to the registration links posted in the Zoom chat box or YouTube comment section. Now, the next set of webinars, which are now projected on the screen, are intended for grades 1, 3, and 5 English teachers only. We are requesting that grades 1, 3, and 5 English teachers attend only the webinars according to the grade level of students that you teach. You may take a screenshot of this slide or refer to the registration links posted in the Zoom chat box or YouTube comment section. Every webinar grants participants a certificate of attendance. Teachers who attend this webinar on Facebook, plus the 2 other special webinars for parents and teaching at the right level, and one webinar for grades 1, 3, and 5 English teachers will receive a certificate of completion. English teachers, on the other hand, who will implement the impact assessment to at least 50 of their grades 1, 3, or 5 students can also earn an additional certificate of impact assessment plus a chance to get monetary incentives. This will be discussed in detail in our exclusive webinars for grades 1, 3, and 5. We would also like to offer this chance for our public schools in Antipolo, Rodriguez, and Taytay Rizal to be our next beneficiary of a 2-story school building. If your school has a population of at least 1,000 students, has a lot allocated along a main road or highway, then apply now by submitting the requirements online as you can see on the screen. Note that the deadline of application is next week, February 24, 2020. You may take a screenshot of this now. To be regularly updated with our upcoming trainings, programs, and other initiatives in education, you may also follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/securitybank. To join our Facebook group, you may also follow this QR code, facebook.com/groups/SBFI webinars. Some of you also asked about our videos. To subscribe to our YouTube channel and share our Ready, Set, Read videos, you may access them at youtube.com/c/securitybank foundation. Or you may also visit our webpage for Ready, Set, Read at securitybank.com/sustainability/educational videos. Before I invite you to turn on your cameras, please also allow me to take this chance to thank the following groups which promoted our webinar today. We'd like to thank the Department of Education for their endorsement. We'd like to thank PEAC, or the Public Schools Association, for educational assistance. We'd like to also thank SEAP, or Catholic Education Assistance Program, and also for Knowledge Channel Foundation Incorporated and AHA Learning Center, who also promoted this event today. Now may we invite everyone to turn on their cameras for a group photo. We'll be asking for your patience as we are 2,000 in this group. May we ask our members from the from AHA Learning Center and also from Security Bank Foundation to take screenshots for our event today. While we're waiting for others to turn on their videos, we would like to also play some of the RSR videos so that you might be informed or you might get to see how these videos look like.
That's long. Oh, I mean short. Short.
All right. Try this one.
I know. Noise. Quiet. Is it quiet?
Yeah, that's right. Hey there, we're playing charades, but instead of saying the right word, Kathy's answer should be the opposite of the right word, or its antonym. For example, here, when I show you, which means noisy, your answer should be, that's right, quiet, the antonym of noisy.
Let's try it again.
Okay, try this one.
Happy.
That's right. Happy is the antonym of sad. Oh, what's that?
Ah, surprised? Wait, what's the antonym of surprised? Relaxed? Calm?
No.
No?
No, I mean, I really am surprised.
What? Oh, so you're not acting. Why are you surprised? What, is that a bird?
A bird fell into our plant.
What?
I think it is hurt.
Is it?
Someone might have thrown stones at it.
Really? How did you know that it is hurt and that someone threw stones at it?
Inference.
Inference? What's that?
A smart guess.
Smart guess?
Yes, an inference is a smart guess. It isn't just a simple guess. It's a guess made from information around you and your experiences. By looking at the bird, I can guess that it is hurt by the way it can't move its wings right. Also, it wouldn't land there like that if it wasn't hurt.
I think you're right.
I also saw some kids throwing stones at birds earlier. I've seen them quite a few times.
That's why your inference is that this bird might have been hit by a stone.
That's right.
So that's how inference works. A smart guess based on your observation and your past knowledge and experience.
That's right, Kathy.
I have an inference.
What is it?
Based on my knowledge about first aid and seeing how this poor bird is hurt, my inference is that she needs a good rest. This plant looks like a good place for her to do that.
That's a good inference. Maybe we should get her something to eat. Let's go.
Can you make an inference? Remember, it's not just a simple guess. It's a guess based on the available information and based on your experience. What can we infer in this picture? Correct. The girl hears a loud noise from the radio. That is why she is covering her ears. How about in this picture? What do you think happened to the boy? You're right. This boy just won in the race. What do you think is happening in this picture? We can see that the actors are bowing. We can infer that the show is done because most of the time, actors bow at the end of the show. What will the girl do? The girl will bake. We can see different baking tools next to her. Where are they going? I don't think they're going to the mall. They are wearing their swimsuits and they also brought their floaters. They are going to the beach. What do you think this man does for a living? We can say that he fishes for a living because he has a boat and net, and fishermen use these things to catch fish. We use inference to understand things around us. It is a skill that we often use. So look around you and practice your inference power.
Last summer, when I was on vacation, we went to my grandparents' house in the province. I helped them with the house chores. I helped Lola clean the house and wash clothes. I helped Lolo pick some fruits and vegetables in their garden. My grandparents own a small business. I helped Lolo and Lola sell fruits and vegetables in the market. People sell different things in the market. Some sell meat and fish, while some sell rice. And then I saw one manong selling birds. They're not just ordinary birds. They are colorful ones. I asked Lolo to buy me one, but Lolo told me that it is something to be concerned about because that is against the law. He said that those birds are endangered and should not be kept as pets. It is illegal and you will get arrested by the police if you sell or have one of those birds. He said pet trade should be stopped because some animals should be kept in the wild. It was sad to hear that, and before I knew it, the manong who sells the birds suddenly was gone.
think he heard Lolo. I hope he would let go of the birds.
Have you seen a blue-naped parrot? They are parrots found in the northern part of the Philippines. Sadly, they are endangered species, meaning their number is getting smaller and smaller. The story that I'm going to share is about a blue-naped parrot. Her name is Para. Para, the Brave and Beautiful. Story by Basa Pilipinas. Para is a blue-naped parrot. Why do we call her a blue-naped parrot? It's because the back of her head and neck is blue. What kind of parrot is Para? We call the back of the upper part of the neck the nape. Blue-naped parrots are special because of their blue nape, red beak, green feathers, and wings with black and gold. They are very colorful and beautiful. Parrots like Para live in Philippine forests. Para and other parrots like her live in Luzon, in the more northern part of the Philippines. Where do they live? We all should be concerned about Para and parrots like her. They are slowly becoming endangered. That means the numbers of these parrots are getting smaller and smaller. Why are they endangered? Well, one reason is that humans build more homes, cities, and businesses. These parrots lose the forests where they live. A second reason is that some people want to catch parrots and sell them. This is not legal. Illegal pet trade is wrong. One man told his story about seeing a blue-naped parrot. He was on vacation last year in Tagaytay. He was in a churchyard, and the blue-naped parrot was on a tree branch. The bird spoke to everyone coming to the church. It said, "Kumain na kayo? Kumain na kayo?" When visitors left, it said goodbye. Paalam! Paalam! We will continue the story of Para, the Brave and Beautiful, tomorrow.
Yo, what's up? It's James Liz Reed here, and today we're going to be talking about not one, but two vowels. You heard that right. We're going to talk about the letter E and the letter A. And if we put them together, they make the sound E. 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 Your turn. Great! We use it in different words like eat, seat, seal, meal, meat. Remember, if you put the letter E and the letter A together, they make the sound E. Now let's read some more words with E. E. C. Try reading this. Great. I like drinking tea. T. E. Tea. Now you try it. Do you like drinking tea? E. Team. Your turn. Good job. This is a bean. B-E. Bean. Read it with me. B-E. Bean. The leaf is green. E. Leaf. Now you read it. Great! Good job! The letter E and the letter A make the sound E. Now let's practice some more. Look at the picture, listen to the sound, and find the correct word. Are you ready? Here we go! Look at that picture. Listen and choose the word. See. This is C. T. This is the correct answer. T. Look at this picture. Eat. Now choose the correct word. This is the answer. Eat. Team. This is the correct answer. Team. Bean. This is the answer. Bean. Were you able to get all of the words? Great! In this next part, you will only listen and find the correct word. There won't be any pictures. Listen and choose the word. Leaf. This is the right one. Leaf. Seat. This is the answer. Seat. Seal. This is seal. Meal. This is the answer. Meal. Meat. This is meat. Were you able to get them all? Great! Let's read all the words. Are you ready? Eat. See. Tea. Team. Bean. Leaf. Seat. Seal. Meal. Meat. Good job!
Eat some more, little bird. You need to be stronger so that you can fly again. Joji, how long will it be before it can fly again?
Well, it depends, but it looks determined. Look, it's stretching its wings.
And it eats and drinks whatever we feed it.
Hey!
What are you doing, little bird? Joji, I think it is trying to fly.
I have the same inference, Kathy. I told you it's very determined. Look, it recovered so fast. Way to go, little bird.
Wow. Aw, I think it likes it here. Looks like it likes how we take care of her.
Well, you can stay here as long as you want, little bird.
I can't wait to show you to Ogot and Marge.
Hey, thank you for being with us today. We'll see you again next time, and we hope you had a great...
Very much, and we just saw a sample of our Ready, Set, Read videos. We understand that although Security Bank and AHA Learning Center has been trying to invite some of you to become panelists, some are also politely declining the offer to be panelists. So in the interest of time, we'll just be asking some of you who would like to join in the group photo and in our featured press releases in the future. We'd just like to ask you to take a photo or a selfie of yourself attending the webinar, and just kindly send it through our documentation form. We will now be taking our photo. May we ask our team from Security Bank Foundation and AHA Learning Center to take the photo now. There are still others whose cameras are off. May we ask them at least yung available po ngayon, if you could turn it on. For those who will be posting, may we also remind you to kindly use our hashtag schools for better communities. So smile, ready in 3, 2, 1. One more, ready in 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Thank you so much for making time for this webinar. And indeed, it has been a fun-filled activity with all of you. For all those who may have questions and concerns regarding the need for attendance and for participation, please feel free to reach us through our email at kvalladores@securitybank.com.ph, or you may also post in one of our announcement areas in our webinar Facebook group page. Thank you very much and good morning to all of you.